What's up, VOD viewers? Give me credit for saying what's up to the VOD viewers. A lot of streamers don't even care about you guys. I care.
Cause I know you wouldn't want me, I was poor right now. Tears on my face, they dropping and they pour right down. Cause I know what you really are getting on right now. When I know about you, anything can start right now. Man, I love you, it feels like a chore right now, yeah. Please don't do the most right now. If I hit you up, please don't go ghost right now.
Posey, what up?
Don't do it to me.
Boise.
Don't do it
You're
to
the
me.
first
Babe.
one.
Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Please don't do the most right now. If I hit you up, please don't go ghost right now.
Dude, I'm already acknowledging your existence. Gotta feel crazy.
Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. I'll let you on a whole different wave. I know nowadays we be going in space. I know nowadays you be going out late. I know nowadays Festival was your safe place. Oh, I know nowadays that I came too strong. Yeah, I know nowadays that I really ain't the one. Yeah, I know nowadays that you don't let my song. It's your reflection from everything I did, so I'm the call. Please don't do the most right now. If I hit you up, please don't go ghost right now. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me, babe. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Please don't do the most right now. If I hit you up, please don't go ghost right now. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me, babe. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me.
222 Subin with 13 months.
Wow, why am I the most goated to fan ever?
You're up there. You're up there for sure. 13 months? Jesus. You guys are getting old, bro. You've been giving me money for 13 months straight. Y'all gotta catch up.
Hello.
Everyone else, y'all gotta catch up. Come on. Sub up. Sub up, bro. Come on. You already know. I'm the best streamer of all time. That didn't make it to Stream University. Alright, y'all. Today we have Reddit. And then we also have Boomer Cringe on TikTok. And then we also have Is TikTok Ruining Goths reaction that I'm gonna turn into a video. So 3 segments. Yeah. Should we start with the I don't know. I always start with Reddit first, but I feel like people get so bored of the Reddit parts, they leave. So maybe Reddit will be last, but at the same time, I like getting it over with because it's a lot of reading for me. We'll see. Maybe we could start with the TikTok video because it's a video, and I think we'll do that. I think we'll start with TikTok this time around. I mean, is TikTok ruining goth? That's the name of the video. I think we'll start with that. I think that's a good way to start. Damn. Okay. Before that, guys. Tell me why I said this on my Instagram story. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's @MyNameIsTub with 2 or yeah, @MyNameIsTub. Tell me why my laziest clip farms get the most views. Literally laziest clip, like stuff that I don't even plan. Look at this. This in 2 days. Oh, my camera. A second. Like that. This one in 2 days has almost 600,000 views. This is the clip.
But thanks to all the haters.
Fuck out of here. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna see you on the next one for real. It's been good. So that was the clip. Also, it has 100K on TikTok. And there's a lot of people either angry, laughing, which is you should laugh. I'm laughing in the clip. I'm laughing. You know? But a lot of people are like, grown-ass man is angry. A lot of those. Go to the comments. Check them out. Be my guest. Or, yeah. They're just either mad or some of them knew it was a joke. Like, dude, it's funny. Fuck you. It's funny. Or people being like, wow. Like it's just that energy. But if you're a normal person, you know I'm just fucking clip farming. I laugh in the clip. In the clip, I'm laughing. If I was mad, I wouldn't laugh. No, dude, did you guys see? There's real streamer university freakouts. Hold up. Hold up. Watch. Y'all and people, how dare you compare me to this?
This person, goddamn, did everything it could have took them to get into SU.
Wait, this is my audio. No way, it's me, right?
My eyes is on you! Suburb! We do have somebody.
Fine. Dude, chill.
I gave up everything for this. Everything that I've ever had in my life. I gave it up to try to achieve this one thing, and I can't even do that. Am I just a stupid fucking idiot that can't do anything right? Look, everybody's laughing.
Jesus fucking Christ. Bro. That shit, I have to believe that's a clip farm. I have to believe that's a clip farm. Like, hold on, there's a other POV from like his yeah.
Chill. Dude, chill. It's fine. It's fine. There's something better out there for you.
It's got to be a clip farm, bro. I would hate to believe that this dude's reacting like this on some real shit. I was acting like
There's something better out there for you, bro.
That's not. I hate you guys. Fuck, I have this chat, bro. You guys are pieces of shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's my alt, by the way. That was me. Yeah.
It's fine. There's a reason for this. Chill. There's a reason. There must be something. He must be planning something, or
He does look like R-Dub. Dead ass.
it might just like
Planning what?
this might not be your destiny. You might have a better one.
Get the fuck out of
You might have a better destiny.
So yeah, the audacity for people to compare my clip farm. Again, you want to see my version again? Here.
But thanks to all the haters.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna see you on the next one for real. It's been good. The audacity to compare that. You guys are fucking stupid. Stupid, I tell ya. Stupid.
Oh my god, bro.
But yeah. So we were able to clip farm part of Streamer University application. So hey, credit to us. Well, me, because you guys didn't do fucking shit, but it was me. So I'm gonna go. Same clip. You guys are so annoying. Cake, if you're in here, can you make the Discord live event? I think I saw your name in here. Worth the 5 hours for the clip. Honestly, though, this shit's at like combined 630,000 views already. Like, I'm like, okay, you know what? Cool. All right, guys. We're gonna get into a video named "TikTok is Ruining Goth."
It's the beauty state.
I really want to get into this. All right. So, how many of you guys have heard some guys around you being like, I only date goth girls, or like, I need a goth mommy type energy? Who in this chat has heard that? Maybe you're guilty. Maybe it's you, YouTube viewer. Yo, the Rainbow Alien with the gifted sub. Thank you so much. I say it. Literally you, by the way. Bro, oh my god. Amazing chat over here, guys. YouTube viewers, look at how amazing my chat is. They don't make fun of me at all. I've heard it all the time. Okay. So before we get into this video, when you guys make fun of me for that, I always say I like alternative women. I like that umbrella term. Alternative women that's how I say it. And I'm very blessed that my girlfriend loves me. And I think she's one of the most beautiful alternative women I've ever met. So, yeah. Joke's on you guys. I'm taken. Anyway. So, did you make the Discord thing? Yeah. Holy glaze. Guys, he's glazing because he loves his girlfriend. YouTube viewers, Flame Dreams GTX, please. Oh, okay. Let me pause that segment. Guys, the Tubington videos are fucking going crazy for some reason. Guys, so they're really gonna flame you, Dreams. I'm sorry. Look. Bro, look at this. In 6 days, this shit almost has 100,000 views. Oh my god, guys. That's second channel. This is not main. On main, one of them almost has 1 million in 3 weeks, which is really good. And this one 50K. So like guys, we have a superpower. Where like we can really platform videos. All right. So I'm doing my best to pick content creators that I feel deserve it. Okay. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyway. Oh yeah. So back to the topic. This is a video named "TikTok is Ruining Goth" by Drama Queen. Let's just see. I'll provide my input. You guys can provide your input as well. You guys can say hi, YouTube. I think I'm bringing together. What's up, Des? I see you in the chat. I think I'm bringing together the YouTube and Twitch viewers. I think it's happening. I think we're finally doing it. Anyway, let's get on with TikTok is Ruining Goth.
We are so back. Hi, I have been...
Oh, let me turn up the audio. Sorry, guys. Boom. It's going to be really loud.
Yearning to sit in this seat ever since I left for Japan. If you don't want to hear just how bad the past week...
Video starts at 2:09. Thank you so much for the timestamp. I really appreciate it. Let's go to 2:09 then.
That I've been wanting to make for a minute now, and honestly I was gonna put it on my second channel because I feel like when I do videos like these, people sort of take them in a way in which you wouldn't expect, you know? And I think it's because all people want to do these days is just hate on every single little thing. And you would think being in an alternative subculture like goth, you wouldn't be seeing these problems all of the time. But unfortunately we do, because a lot of people have such an individuality complex when it comes to being goth. What makes them feel the most different and what makes them feel like most set apart from other people is being judgmental towards other appearances. I think it's very important to understand that goth is so far from bullying people.
Isn't a major part about goth being accepting all genres of us and not spreading discrimination? Is anyone in the chat goth?
About the way in which they choose to present themselves. Since the dawn of goth, or rather birth, it was encouraged that you explore and take on more of an expressive look, one that is quite opposite to the traditional beauty standard. Of course, goth is so much more than the cool makeup looks and the outfits and the appearance factor, but for the sake of today's video, that is what it's going to be about. As I'm
gonna assume we're gonna get into a bunch of like people just doing the makeup, dressing that way, but not knowing the history behind it, and doing it for almost like brownie points type shit. I'm gonna guess that's what we're gonna get into.
Quite sick of seeing people who literally were not there or even close to being there when it comes to 80s goth and what that entailed, trying to banish goths from the community, not because they are posers, not because they're bigots, not because they're terrible people, but because ugly nose contour. Another narrative that seems to be pushed quite heavily at the moment is this new way of trad goth makeup that's being done, that's being coined modern trad goth. I don't fucking care what you want to call it, because at the end of the day, like, labels are nothing, but that these makeup looks feed into beauty standards.
It feels way too polished and clean, I'm not gonna lie. Do I like the neo trad goth makeup? No, probably because it fits a bit too much into the current feminine beauty standard. Okay. I would have thought this was... I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, Goths in the chat. I would have thought this was like, express yourself however you want. Not in a... Or maybe this is... Let's see. I don't know, man. I love that I'm watching this because I'm not too tapped into this.
Guys, what beauty standards? If you were to go outside and you had...
That's what she's saying. Okay. Hey, Tom, maybe watch the video.
2 pictures. One woman who has this modern trad goth makeup, and you have another who has normal.
Hold up. My camera.
Has this modern trad goth makeup.
I love this look, by the way. I love traditional goth. I love this look. This is an amazing look to me. Yo. Hold up. My phone on D&D. People always call me during this. Why y'all always make fun of my ringtone, bruh? Y'all always make fun of my ringtone. That is not fair. It's a default Apple ringtone. Every time I get a call. All right. Anyway.
Makeup, and you have another.
Whoa. Is that 5? The Rainbow Alien with 5 gifted subs? You're a goat. The Rainbow Alien. Hey, everyone. W Alien. It's crazy. You're actually a goat for that. What? We haven't gotten gifted subs in a hot minute, bro. Thank you so much, Alien.
Normal makeup. Everybody would agree that the normal makeup look is the beauty standard, but it's because we spend so much time online that, and it's that, but it's also sorry, first video back, but I'm feeling a bit mumble jumbled at the moment, but it's also the fact that that is what we find beautiful. Obviously, these 2 women are absolutely beautiful in their own ways, right? But I more gravitate towards this woman.
I agree. I agree completely. I don't know if it was, growing up as a kid having a crush on Gwen from Total Drama Island, even though I don't know if that's goth or just alternative, whatever, but that darker style has always been more keen to my eye. I don't know. That's always just been cooler to me. Whatever. Yes, alt. Okay, alt. But yeah, just darker colors, darker makeup, like black lipstick instead of like your natural pink or brown lipstick, or yeah, right? Type. But yeah, no, I big fan. In case you didn't know, I'm a big fan.
Very, very gorgeous. Obviously, this woman is too. Now, the discourse surrounding what quantifies as real goth has gotten exhausting. And as somebody who doesn't always live up to this expectation of looking a certain way all of the time, it makes it really hard to want to continue to identify with this label that everyone wants to micro label now. We are not goths anymore. We are modern trad.
Yeah, there's so many labels. Modern trad goths, bro. I get this is where the people come in, or the uneducated people, usually guys that are like, I love goth girls, I love goth mommies, and it's like, bruh, she just has micro bangs. Like, what are you talking about? like I thought that's what we're gonna get into. Maybe it is. Tub keeps pausing the video. I know, but still, like, you guys know what I mean. Like, bruh, you're using the completely wrong label because there's so many now. But still, like, there are the major ones.
Goths. And it's a little bit confusing because I didn't sign up to that. And I know to an extent that people try to micro-label themselves so that what they're doing makes sense to them. Where it's kind of like, for me, yes, I like so many different things, but it doesn't really need to make sense to anybody else. I can call myself goth and I can still be Caitlyn as well. Like, I don't need to be like, I'm this label goth, I'm that goth. No, I just am. And I think that's what can get confusing for so many newcomers. And I understand that, like, the term baby bat, some people don't really like. I don't know if it's just because...
What's that? Does anyone in the chat know what baby bat means? Is that like a new gen or like someone that's just trying out to be goth? I never heard of that one.
I'm
a new goth?
Getting a little bit older. I just see absolutely no value in labels. But I think
that's kind of cute though. Baby bat. That's kind of a cute word though. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of cute.
Especially because labels can feel so constricting and confining sometimes here on social media. Because, you know, the second you listen to a different song, suddenly you're not goth. And it's just like this online community, you know, sometimes it really does suck because it does feel like you have no place to belong. And I feel like that is a very online problem. But I'm yapping. I'm yapping way too much. Now, I was going to leave this topic.
Does anybody else think that modern trad goth is like pug inbreeding for goths? What? Oh, is this like OG goths, like gatekeeping being goth? Like, you can't be modern about this. You have to like, is this what I'm getting out of this? But comparing it to pug inbreeding is kind of wild.
Alone until I started seeing shit like, does anybody else think that modern trad goth is like pug inbreeding for goths? Genuinely, what the fuck are we saying anymore? I don't understand this newfound hatred that people inside of the goth community seem to have for those who are doing a makeup style that, yeah, it may not be completely traditional, you know, to
This look is horrifying. Imagine, no, this look is amazing. This look is, dude, everyone in the chat can agree that this look is amazing, right? We all agree. I speak for all of us when I say this look is amazing.
Towards the 80s goths and how they used to look and how they used to do their hair and makeup and outfits and all that sort of stuff. But I think people seem to forget that these sorts of things evolve over time, and goth will not be the same in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years and so forth, if we still even have a fucking planet, thanks to AI. But then I came across this as well, Modern Trad Goth Starter Pack, and it seems to be making fun of actual goths because they're pretty. We need to separate the problems we have with people cosplaying goth to
I've seen stuff like this. It's not even goth anymore. That's just like literally just like dressing up as McDonald's workers as alt McDonald's workers and making skits out of it and then naming it goth. Okay.
Sell content to gross men. If you want a good informative video,
Gooning ruined goth. That's another video I wanted to watch, but I just replaced it with this one because here's the point. To sum up that video on the bottom right of your screen, basically it's just like, I think they started a TikTok goth house where it's just, yeah, so like someone said, fetish content, and it's just like it's not even goth. It's just alternative, yeah, but like it's not even genuine, and it's just like to get clicks, to get likes, to get engagement, to sell, maybe, I don't know about them specifically, but maybe to sell their subscriptions of some sort, but I don't know. But it's just very almost insulting to goths, goth culture. But yeah, there you go. To sum it up, I'm sure there's more if you want to watch that video. There it is.
About that entire topic, refer to my second channel video. I'll link it in the description box below. Separating your frustrations with those women who do that sort of stuff than to women who you don't like the way they look. You know? Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep my throat lubricated at the moment. I always thought the TikTok trad goth makeup had something that made it look very modern, very 2020s, and I found what it is. It's the nose. People are adding the rhinoplasty e-girl nose contouring element to the original recipe. Well, the original recipe is sort of long gone, sweetheart. I'm not saying that there aren't any goths who still exist from the 80s and are doing the same thing that they once did. But my point is that we're in 2026. The appearances that goths take on is probably going to be a lot different than what we once saw years ago. We're talking about the 80s in 2026. I don't know, it kind of hurts me when I see stuff like this. And it's not because I tend to do my makeup like this all of the time. It's more so that it's self-expression that is being boiled down to rhinoplasty eagle nose. Like, what?
I completely agree. Because you would assume that you're going to evolve from the 80s. There are new styles. And I think sticking by the 80s goth look is completely cool. But just like it feels weird when they make fun of like other people that are doing the nose contour and being like, this lame-o. You would have thought that this was still about self-expression. And I'm guessing that's just a little bit of them. I'm not saying like that's all the like OG goths, you know? Just goths, I should say. Fuck. We're older than you, and you're new gen, so F you. Basically what it is. Guys, anyone in the goth community, is it toxic? And YouTube viewers as well. Is it a toxic community? From what I've seen, it doesn't look toxic. It looks... Well, besides this is a bad first impression. Because they're talking about a problem about TikTok. But, I don't know. I always thought they looked like very, or not looked, but the community seemed pretty nice. It can be sometimes. Well, I guess any community can be. There's not gonna be a perfect community. Okay. Oh my God. Not tomato juice with the 5 gifted subs. Holy shit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, tomato juice. Thank you so much. That's crazy.
What the fuck are we even talking about at this point? When you take a look at the originators of what constitutes as goth makeup, people usually think of the likes of Susie Sue. Whilst goth didn't quite exist early in the 1900s like we see today, The Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula's Daughter, the Addams Family. This was a glimpse to what we see as goth today. These very important gothic films inspired an entire new generation of young people embracing their inner
Thank God
darkness
those films came
and
out.
the
Thank
macabre.
God.
Then came the late 70s, early 80s, when it's pivotal time for goth to have really started to have a place in the world. It was androgynous, feminine, masculine, dramatic makeup looks, bats' nests, dramatic jewelry, and a completely new type of self-expression. Think of classic goth icons such as Elvira, Vampira. The music was really taking off at that point as well. And there built a community of like-minded people who wanted to be a part of something different because they were different. They weren't confined by the chains and the shackles of what the label of goth is today, especially on social media. And I say on social media because when you are participating with this sort of stuff in person, it's not really quite the same. And then we obviously have the musical icons that we know and love today. Like, I'm sorry if I'm going through all of this really briefly. I do want to try and keep this video
okay.
on track.
I like learning.
So if
I like
there's
learning about
anything
this.
that you feel necessary to add, please add it in the comment section below. Then the 90s came and the subculture was evolving and kept evolving until people
When suddenly modern trad isn't goth enough for people simply because it doesn't look straight out of the 80s.
who desperately want to be the most different person in the room found out about goth.
No one's saying that. The people criticizing modern trad goth are tired of the lack of individuality. Yes, people are saying that. Saying this also doesn't make a better point when you are policing someone's gothness based on how they look. You're weird, LMAO. Huh? That's not goth enough.
who desperately
I
want
guess,
to
yeah, she did show some people complaining. So, yeah,
be the
people were
most
saying
different
that.
person in the room found out about goth and have made it into a label that's almost embarrassing to be a part of.
Yeah. It's like goth versus goth. It's like, shouldn't y'all just band together? Aren't y'all one big team? Why are y'all being against each other? Aren't you guys just a big team? Right? Why you guys hate each other, bruh? Like,
I'm gonna get real raw with you. It does feel embarrassing sometimes because then you have to contend with the fact that people sort of think that you're going to act like these very strange losers on TikTok who all they do is they just police how you look 24/7. I don't think I can just sit back and continuously watch women, especially—
oh, Kelsey, you're pregnant? Wow, I didn't know that. That's awesome. That's amazing.
young teenage girls who are being ripped apart for their fucking makeup. I don't actually give a fuck that it doesn't look anything like it did once in the 80s. You weren't there. It's really fucking annoying.
Ooh. Ooh. Wait, she dropped the bar right there. You weren't there in the 80s, so shut the fuck up. Ooh. Wait, she dropped the bar. She dropped the bar.
To see people my age, or a little bit younger, or a little bit older, people who weren't fucking there. This person's not goth because they do the e-girl rhinoplasty makeup look. Is not the entire point of goth makeup to be shocking, to be abnormal. Because that's not normal. I personally think that a lot of the reason people have such a problem with the whole modern trad goth makeup look today is because it has somewhat positive appearances to those outside of goth. It's just not true. I don't want to ignore the fact that we're seeing a sudden influx of people who are adopting goth makeup and gothic makeup looks for whatever.
Wait, hold on. Everyone that's alternative or goth or emo, anything, like, I'll just say alternative. That's the biggest umbrella, right? How do you guys feel about these women pretending to be alternative to get clicks on their profiles? Maybe their subscriptions, or I don't know if they actually do have OFs, but most likely. How does that make you feel? Oh, LARP? Oh, yeah, LARP. That's you guys. Yeah. Man, why do people care so much? People care so much because it's a real community that has history. That's why. So it's just really annoying when people like it's just annoying. It's just annoying. It's not illegal. I mean, they could do this for free. Like all what's gonna happen is that the community, as you can see, even my chat, is just gonna fill their comments up, calling them fake, like LARP. You know. So that's what would happen. It's not illegal. They can do it. You know. It's just freaking annoying. That's literally it. They can keep doing it. Like, that's it. I hate how this subculture has become so sexualized. Yes, BDSM fetish has been a big part of this subculture for a while. However, now it's affecting, for example, younger goths who aren't aware of the history. Yeah. Do you guys think that if you get into a culture, you should just learn about the history? That's how I kind of am. If I'm trying to get into something, I got to get into the lore first, and then, or at least my audience, to be fair, as being a streamer, you guys always tell me the lore, and then I'm like, wait, she did that? Wait, who did that? Wait, what? And then offline, I do my research. I feel like you gotta know what you're a part of, you know? You really do have to know what you're a part of.
Adopting goth makeup and gothic makeup looks for whatever reason, be it that we're seeing a lot of that rise in women who are pandering to gross men on OF by, you know, adopting the appearance of being goth, but not actually the mindset, not the actual being of goth. Like, they're just not that. Again, refer to my second channel. I gotta stop yapping, otherwise this video is going to go on forever. But there is this specific problem I think a lot of people have within the goth community online. I have certainly thought about this kind of stuff too. You feel like you don't look goth enough because all your For You page is just
Alt blindness is so weird because what do you mean I look like this and still don't feel goth enough? Oh,
Sometimes you can maybe feel like you don't look goth enough and all that.
How do you get your hair like that?
Just
Like the sides? How do you do that?
sometimes you can maybe feel like you don't look goth enough and all that. Very online issue. I think something a lot of people have is goth blindness. So to you, you would think that a makeup look like this is...
Oh, hold up. This is the makeup look.
appealing to the average person who is outside of goth, who doesn't know a lot about alternative subcultures. A lot of people within the online goth community seem to have this thing where they think doing this kind of makeup must mean that you want to be seen as beautiful by other people. Now, whether or not that is somebody's motive behind doing the kinds of makeup they do, who fucking cares? I've been saying this, TBH, I've never liked this style because it's just conforming to the same mainstream beauty standard, quite ungoth of them, and it gets to a point where everyone just looks the same with the same makeup. Okay, I was honestly on board with this tweet until it got to the part of conforming and very ungoth of them. You know what you're allowed to do? You're allowed to dislike something. If you do not like a style of makeup, whatever the fuck it is, you're allowed to dislike that. But then the conforming part doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me because, you know, I'm zooming into these pictures.
I guess I'll put my camera here for now.
And what conformity? Because this is certainly not the normal. And we're looking at the same photos, mind you. Now, I can't speak for these women and say that they're really goth and whatever. You know, I'm not the arbiter. I'm also not the police. I'm a 24-year-old YouTuber who is just fed up, you know? Especially because I see so many people here in my own community come to me and they're like, Caitlin, what the fuck do I do about constantly having my looks come for in this community? And it's just like, I don't really know what to say or do about these kinds.
No. Imagine trying to be yourself. Trying to be yourself, and then people in that community are like, oh no, you don't look enough like us. Bruh.
Bruh.
To the point where you have to DM a YouTuber saying, what am I doing wrong? That's so fucking sad. That's so fucking sad. Furry community? What?
Of people, especially because it's like, obviously you are entitled to your own opinion. You certainly are.
I would just say always just do your research. At the end of the day, just do your research. Like look up an hour documentary on the history of goth. That's what I would do if I was gonna be goth.
Not taking that away from anybody for a damn second. What I do have a problem with though, calling people ungoth on the basis of the makeup that they're doing because it doesn't look like the same fucking 3 pictures that this community reuses on repeat. It gets to a point where it's a little like, are you really doing this for the right reasons? Or are you just saying that it's conforming because these are pretty women? Make it make sense. Goth looks different for so many people, especially in person. You're never going to meet the same kind of looking goth. And I think it's more frustrating because it's like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure goth has, it's like 95% about your views, like your political views, you know? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And then 5% like the way you dress. Like it's mainly about your views, you know? That's why I would say if you got to get into the research, because like what if, like, I don't know if this is a bad example or a really good one. What if you're a Republican and you want to be goth? Like that would not make sense. Like that would just not make sense at all, you know? So it's definitely a thing where I would say just do your research. Do your research.
is it because they all have, you know, black hair and they do the white face makeup and all of this sort of stuff? Like, is that what we're really saying that's conforming now? Because that's just what you do when you goth? Like, I don't... It's just... I feel fucking brain dead talking about this. Now, this narrative that all trad goths look the same nowadays couldn't be any further from the truth. You are stripping people of their identity based on them being into a specific style and not born in the 60s and 70s to be in the truest form of goth in the 80s. Like, I totally get it. I've been there too. When I was 13, I was so angry that I was still in my dad's ballsack and that I didn't get to experience alternative culture to its fullest extent when my dad was growing up in, you know, the 80s and 90s. Yeah, it looks like shit was a lot cooler back then, and arguably so, it probably is. But that's obviously not all there is to alternative culture. And I think that's what upsets me so much about, you know, seeing the younger generation trying to find their grips in the world and remembering that I was there once too, not knowing where the fuck I belonged. I felt like I genuinely was not meant to be living, you know, like, not to get morbid or anything, but there was once a time in my life where I felt like I had no place that I belonged to. And that's a very isolating, it's a very lonely feeling. I could imagine it's way lonelier and way worse these days. And it'd be mainly due to constantly being policed on what you look like. You know, you're not allowed to look like this. If you do this kind of makeup and you do not look like a goth straight out from the 80s, like, you are not goth. Where the fuck has this discourse even been born from? Like, it's confusing because I miss when all trad goths act.
Yeah, I completely understand that. Imagine already trying to find a place to fit in. You're going through mental struggles. You think you found a place, and then, like, the OGs of that community are just like, no, why are you doing nose contour? You're not actually one of us. By the way, guys, I have to watch the video. I have to react. You guys can't be like, he's just sitting there reacting. Yes, I am. She was just telling a fucking personal story. I'm going to pause it and be like, guys! Oh my god, did you hear what she said? Like, bruh, I'm paying attention to her story. What the fuck do you want me to do? Stop.
Actually, it's confusing because I miss when all trad goths actually look different from each other rather than now they all look the same. It's so disingenuous because I think what people don't like factoring in is the fact that they do spend 90% of their time on social media. Hand on heart right now, all right? And this is just my account, so you can take it with a grain of salt or whatever. I've met so many goths and not one of them have looked the same. Goths are so diverse, and it's actually quite fucking concerning that you think that they all look the same because you are stripping so many people down of their identities because three creators look like each other. Like, are we being fucking for real right now? This community online, it feels so fucking judgmental for a place that shouldn't feel this fucking judgmental. Preaching individuality is so easy to do, but if you are constantly on the hunt for the next goth who looks like everybody else, I don't really think you're as anti-conformist as you think you are. Because I also think it's forgetting such a key part of being human, and it is the fact that quite literally everything has already been done before. Like, you are not going to be as original as you think you are. It deeply saddens me. Of course, I understand. I've been there wanting to look the most different as possible. But the truth is, as cliche as it sounds, I say this to everybody that I meet, it really is just being yourself at the end of the day. Doesn't matter how many piercings you have. Doesn't matter how you do your makeup. It doesn't matter what clothes you wear. It doesn't matter how short your bangs are. It doesn't matter how different you look if you're just doing this kind of shit online. Do you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't ever imagine dragging the same 5 TikTokers over on TikTok because they all have black hair. You know, of course they're probably going to look a bit similar due to that. Just like when you see blonde goths online, we kind of look similar, right? Because we've got one main component. I know that'll make some people upset to hear because I've had people tag other people in my photos and be like, oh my god, she looks like you, and they'll be like, no she doesn't, I'm way prettier. And it's like,
Bro.
like, oh my god, she looks like you, and they'll be like, no, she doesn't. I'm way prettier.
Bro, I get the same fucking shit. I get the same shit. Bro, I've gotten it. Like, people, like, I will make a TikTok or an Instagram post or anything. Someone fucking adds their friend in the comment section, and let's just say the friend is named Brian. And they're like, at Brian, yo, this guy looks like you. Tub looks like you. Or you look like Tub. The Brian dude will respond and be like, don't ever fucking say that about me again. I made a whole response to it. I said, you guys should be blessed to be compared to me. You guys should be fucking blessed. Stop playing with me. It's happened like 2 or 3 times. They're just like, don't, like, ew, no I don't. Bro, what?
It's like, cool. But we still look similar at the end of the day. You know, like, we still got the same color hair, my love. So my camera's about to die and my coughs
Mind you, it's always just a Mexican with a septum piercing.
are coming back. So I just want to end the video off with this. Can we also please stop with the copy paste goth? Boy, I am so tired at this point. It must be so exhausting and an upsetting time to get into goth as a newcomer who is interested, especially being so young, seeing all the standards you have to meet in order to not be accused of being a LARP or ungoth or whatever the fuck TikTok comes up with that week. It's also wild because these same people use the same fucking 4 pictures of, you know, these women from the 80s and have just been like, yep, I'm more goth than y'all because I found these 4 pictures of random people from Pinterest who are goth from the 80s. Like, I'm somehow better than you. It's just, I'm done. You are allowed to say something simply because you don't like it. It doesn't make someone a poser. It doesn't make someone any less goth. And, you know, it makes so much sense as to why some people
This creator would give me a lot of comfort if I was just getting into the goth culture.
Leave the label goth behind.
She's already comforting me. I'm not even part of the culture.
Over on TikTok at the moment, like, you'll have pictures of the same 5 TikTok goth creators, and then under the comments it'll be like, you know, they look so costumey, it looks so cosplay. Like, fuck, bro. It's this that's really gotten me down recently, and it's not necessarily because, you know, anyone could say something about my appearance and it's whatever. It's when I see completely innocent teenage girls and women who are being torn apart for their appearances just because you don't like it, you know, just because you think they're e-girls and you're better than them because you look more goth. It's like, no, that's not how that works, but whatever. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video, guys. I hope my voice...
Amazing video. Shout out Drama Queen. Drama Queen. Subscribe. Hold on. Let's read the comments really quickly. And then I'll give you guys Tub's final thoughts. Here we go. Hi, OG Goth from 1983 here. Goth was not a label we sought out, but a way to embody the anti-commercialism and society expectations. It was art and music and darkness of my soul shit. It was great. I'm not reading the top one right here. It was great, and each created their own look, and everyone was unique. The need to label shit is stupid, and I reject the label narratives now as much as then. Be you and fuck the rest. Woo! That's a bar. The Adams would be disappointed. They didn't care what people look like. They welcomed everyone into their house. TikTok ruins the entire world. You hear that, guys? TikTok ruins the entire world. Oh, my face cam's really big. Goths are cool. Non-goths are cool. Can we stop losing the fucking plot and treat each other like human beings? Facts. All right. Final Tub opinion. Let me leave a like on the video. Final Tub opinion. Let's see. I feel like when it comes to communities, first of all, do your research before you are claiming you're a part of it. Do your research. Make sure the views align with your views. Also, I may be biased. I like the alternative dark look when it comes to people. So I've always loved whether it's emo, alternative, goth, scene, like all those. I think they're dope. I think they look dope. I like what they stand for. I obviously don't consider myself a part of any of those. But yeah, like the comment said, be you, be yourself. And I guess with every community there will be toxicity with any community. So you got to learn to just follow creators like Drama Queen, bro. Another fat shout out to Drama Queen. That literally, like I said, if I was just getting into that community, this video would make me feel so comfortable. Shout out to Drama Queen. Anyway, that's it for that segment. All right, guys. We have Boomer Cringe and r/AmITheDevil. I think we're gonna do fuck no, it's because every time I do Reddits, I feel like I it's so much reading that you guys fucking leave. So Reddit will be at the end. If you really want to stay and listen to my voice read the Reddits, we're gonna do that. But let's see, where do we leave off on the Generations videos? We're gonna do Boomer Cringe on TikTok. Yeah, today I'm back in the groove of things. By the way, in case you guys didn't know, Mojo is fine after 2 visits to the vet. Mojo is fine. Yeah, let's get W Mojo. Let me bring him in here. Moyo. Look at them. I just woke him up for this. I usually don't wake him up. Hi. Look at me. Oh my god. He's been fine for like a couple days now.
My Greek GF cosplays always deal with
so
trolls
W
and
Mojo in the
weirdos
chat.
in your comments and DMs. Also shout out to my female cosplayers.
Dankly Weaves with the 2 months. My Greek girlfriend who cosplays always deals with trolls and weirdos in her comments and DMs. Also shout out to my female cosplayers. Dude, I'm telling you, it's like every community is gonna have those bad apples, you know? But yeah, baby's all fine. Look at him. I have to give him medicine now. And he's been, you know, I gotta put the medicine in his food so he doesn't know. But he eats that shit up though. But this isn't like an old age thing. It's not, because he's not that old. He's 8. Cats be living up to like 15, you know? So I'm doing my best to not let him die. Like he has nothing like crazy. Like literally, he just had a pooping issue. All right, that's all I'll say, because I don't want to like tell you guys too much about him. But his poop's been fine. You guys have no idea how much I've been looking at a cat's poop to make sure that it's good. And guys, let me tell you, it's been looking good. Yeah. Anyway. So where did we leave off? Where W cat poop? No, for real. Okay, guys. Isn't this crazy? Like, this one hit 100,000 views in less than a month. It says 4 weeks ago, but that's when it's about to turn into a month. So yes, it is technically less than a month. Actually, it hit it a couple days ago. What am I talking about? 100,000 views for me, like literally always just reacting. And then that's when I told you guys, like, look, I'm just, guys, am I just a react channel now on Tuvington? What's going on? Well, no. I mean, you guys, okay, look, here's the thing. You guys get other types of videos, right? Like a whole 50-minute vlog. Y'all let that shit flop? Y'all let that shit flop? Look at that. I played Tomodachi Life. Y'all let that shit flop? Y'all don't care, bruh. That's you guys, bro. Bruh. That's you guys. But nah. I no matter what, I'm still gonna upload whatever I want. Like if I do like this, like the TikTok shot, that was cool. Like, but yeah, like these, I'm freestyling some of them. Like this is an old 3-year-old video. I just want to react to whatever I react to. I am gonna play Tomodachi Life. Don't get me wrong. But where did we leave? Oh, Gen X. All right. So far we've done millennials. By the way, guys, I think this video is gonna become my most viewed video on Tuvington. This video just keeps getting views, and I think it's hilarious that I didn't even make the thumbnail. Like literally, it was just a thumbnail competition. Should we run it back? Should we run it back and make a part 2? I'm just saying that was a funny concept. Hey, we'll run it back, all right? We'll run it back. But not this stream, I gotta go do something after this stream. But anyway, so we did millennials. We did Gen Z. Was that our most viewed one? We did Gen X. All right, now we have, yeah, Gen Z was our most viewed. Should we do Gen Alpha? Here, let me do /poll. Gen Alpha or Generation Boomer. Let's see. We're gonna let the chat decide. Which, well, remember, these videos get a good amount of views, so your name's gonna be in them. If that makes you feel any better, you selfish prick. Let's see. Alpha. Should we make a video reacting to? All right, polls open. Which one should we make a video reacting to? Remember, we react to the cringe and then the science behind it, or I guess I should say the history behind it. Let me know. You guys can vote in the poll if you're on mobile, if you're on PC, if you're watching this on a PS5 or like a console or on your TV. I don't think you can vote, so maybe open up your phone really quick. It's only up for 60 seconds, so make sure to check that out. Looks like Alpha's winning. I don't even know what we're going to get into with Gen Alpha then. I'm not a millennial. What the fuck, bro? The fuck? See, that's more insulting than like you're balding. You know? The fuck, bro? Y'all are so annoying. I'm a boomer. All right, looks like Gen Alpha is sweeping with 36 votes. Oh, no. With 70%. 69%. Gen Alpha won. All right, we're going to react to Gen Alpha cringe. All right. All right. Let's see. Gen Alpha age range. All right, so yeah, Gen Alpha. We're going to do reacting to Gen Alpha cringe. I don't know how this video is going to go. I don't know. I really don't know what we're about to get into, besides probably Triple T. But they were born in between 2010 and 2024, making them from 2 to 16 years old. Oh my God. Wait, some of you guys are Gen Alpha in this chat. I forget. Wait. Hey, if you're a Gen Alpha, say me. If you're Gen Alpha, say me. Oh my God. Wait, you guys are getting older. Me? Oh my God. Oh my God. I forgot you guys exist. Holy shit. I literally think of like toddlers. Okay. Okay. We're gonna look at, oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah, no, I'm Gen Z too, bruh. Y'all can't exclude me. Gen Alpha cringe. All right, just like the other videos, the first thing I do is I look up just Gen blank or whatever generation, and then I put cringe after it. We keep it fair. That's it. All right, guys. And we do it on TikTok. Gonna have to change my camera. Put that right here. Shrink that.
So, are you guys nervous?
A little bit. No.
I can see it in you.
It's alright.
You're hiding it. Face the truth. And I see you got some OVO merch on. You like Drake, huh?
Yeah, better than Kendrick.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Sure about that, buddy?
Who gave these kids microphones, bro? Like, why do these kids have a... Wait, why does he have a do-rag on? Why that white boy got a do-rag on? Hold up.
What do you like about Drake?
Well, his songs,
Like
his
what
aura.
songs? It's God's plan for Kendrick to destroy Drake.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is, bro.
No, it's not, bro.
Here's the thing with Gen Alpha, I feel like they don't have that much lore yet. You know? Like, what lore do they have? Like, I feel like they're the generation of brain rot.
And holy shit, this was a hard watch. Hardest watch in a while, actually. What is this podcast even about? These low-ass kids got a whole production. 3 Shure mics, an A, B, and C camera, an entire podcast studio, just to talk about some Drake versus Kendrick in 2025, bro. These are the riveting conversations. Bro, they probably ain't even find out about them until like 2 years ago, bro. What the fuck is going on?
Deadass.
Gen Alpha are getting to the age where they're becoming content creators, podcasters, etc. And it's the funniest shit ever, bro. We're about to witness peak brain rot. Like, we already got Big Justice from the Justice family, the Rizzler, shit, Lil RT, and whoever the fuck else. I don't know. I'm gonna end this video, but I gotta ask this one question, though. Why does he have a do-rag and a white...
Not facts, though. What? Bro, they don't have anything to talk about. I feel like everything they do mention was made before them. If they talk about Minecraft, made before them. They talk about Fortnite, probably the same year. Well, no, when did Fortnite drop? You guys know when Fortnite came out? 2016? 17? 2017. Shit. Their favorite game is like just a year apart from them type, you know? Like... What do they talk about? Okay, this video might be a little bit like difficult because what do they talk about?
Ew, you're Gen Alpha? Like suddenly their entire life fits into your TikTok comment section. You hear the birth year and picture an iPad, a skincare routine, a screen addicted kid. But since when did
Wait, is she like spoken wordingly defending Gen Alpha? Is that what's going on?
generations become stereotypes instead of actual people? Because not every kid is raised by a scream. Not every teenager is addicted to validation. Some of us were taught to look people right in the eye. Some of us still sit at dinner tables without phones in our hands. But social media loves extremes. They take the loudest examples, the most embarrassing moments, and turn it into a label. Lazy, attention-seeking brain.
Shut the fuck up, bro. You don't want to try to hear that bullshit, bro. We're trying to make fun of y'all. I'm just kidding. So this is pretty. No, it's pretty endearing. It's pretty endearing, guys. It's pretty endearing. Let's see. No. Let's see. You can't see here. Hold up. Comments. As a Gen Alpha, I love Cartoon Network, like PPG, Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, absolute peak. As Gen Alpha, I wish I could hang out with my friends and go outside, but my parents don't let me play with toys. Still draw. I actually have hobbies. Gen Alpha are literally in high school. Gen Alpha 2016 to 2025. Premium Gen Alpha. Okay. No, okay, guys. We're at a point where Gen Alpha literally, they understand. Like, yeah, like they said, they're in high school. Maybe just get, like, here, let's see. Let's keep going. Oh, that doesn't have that many likes, so that means it doesn't exist in my head. Hold up. Heard we're cursing Gen Alpha with Gen Z cringe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, guys. No. And this is the point of the series, that all of us have cringe. All right? So I guess this is going to be one of ours.
Let's groove, let that groove. Get to move and send us
Yeah, that's going to be one of ours. Let's see. Okay. Here, I'm trying to sympathize with Gen Alpha because, like I said, like they're in high school, bro. Like a lot of them, or not a lot of them, but some of them are in high school. They probably get pissed off that everyone thinks that they're just iPad kids and like playing Minion Run. And even that, I'm old for even saying Minion Run. What? They don't play Minion Run. What do they play? Roblox on iPad. Like, I understand that they have, you know what I think it is about Gen Alpha? The older Gen Alphas don't like go online. It seems like there's no like representative, you know? It seems like there's no representative. Yeah, it's because they're so young, but some of them are like what? If it's 2010, 16. Some of them are 16. But even then, you know, 16-year-olds are fucking stupid. I remember when I was 16. I would have hated to be the representative of Gen Z. You know? I get it. I get it. I get it. You know? I feel like we're going to be at a turning point. Pretty soon. Oh my God, dude, think about it. In 2 years, some Gen Alphas are going to be adults. Damn, I'm old. Damn, I'm old. Okay, wait. This is just going to end up flaming all of us. What is this? Gen Alpha so cringe. Literally almost everyone in twin. Bro. Okay, bruh.
Oh, delicious. I love mayonnaise. Why break?
This isn't even... I guess this is content for Gen Alpha, but that's that one YouTuber with the hair. The big-ass hair in every thumbnail. I'm trying to actually... It's because it's... Okay, this might be a little bit difficult because they don't post, you know?
A really big pool. It's...
Gen Alpha is so cringe. Dude, this is what we watch. Gen Z is not better. Stop acting like Gen X.
so big. If you're wondering why I'm wearing my shirt while I'm going swimming, it's because I'm uncomfortable.
Gen Alpha watched Fred? Does that make sense? If they were born in 2010? That doesn't make sense. I feel like Fred had already retired by then. Right? Like, did we forget about dank memes? Guys, you guys are all, you Gen Alpha, you guys are all fighting in comment sections. Where are the actual people talking?
I gotta say, 12-year-olds that comment.
No, he's talking about Gen Alpha.
Oh, you just like the flowers, girl, you the truth with all that goodies powers.
What the fuck? What is this? Wait, oh my God. Yeah, we have to blur out the guns. Wait, stay mad, Gen Alphas. You're still in your childhood. Aren't you all Gen Alpha? Well, this guy is. This guy specifically. 2010? That's Gen Alpha. Why you got your op with you, bro? You guys can't even do the fucking math right. Oh my God. Oh my God. They don't even do the math right. Yo, that's such bad representation. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's see. No, okay, I get it. We don't have to compare, but okay, so they have Skibbity Toilet, they have TikTok. Growing up with swiping content, with vertical content, has to do something crazy to your brain, bro. Like it definitely has to. There's gonna be a statistic later down the future where it's like a lot of attention spans just went down just because of how easily accessible. At least when we had the internet, and you can still do it now, but like we had to like pick and choose on the YouTube recommended. This is just like you're getting fed info. Okay, you guys know when you like my nephew, for example. You guys know when there's a baby in your family and you just see their iPad really quick and they're like swiping through like Skibbity Toilet or like My Amazing Digital Circus or like old Gmod videos with FNAF in it. Like, you know, and then you wonder like, what is this doing to their brain? Like, and I know we used to watch Vanoss and shit, and I still watch Vanoss sometimes. Just shout out Vanoss. But like, even then there was commentary. They were cussing. Like it was like more like, I don't know, it was different. It was different. It was different. But yeah, okay, so it looks like everyone's just making fun of them. I wish we could get like a perspective of Gen Alpha. Let me just look up Gen Alpha, not cringe. Wait, what is this? Yes. Yeah, Gen Alpha is definitely a lot less cringe. Oh, no, see, this is a Gen Z making fun of themselves. All right, just Gen Alpha Core. What about Gen Alpha Core?
So you are Ivy, right?
Dude, you can't find anything about Gen Alpha that isn't making fun of them. And I get it, but like... Copyright. I'm like really trying over here, guys. Okay, this is one of them. Okay, so Roblox is a big thing for them. Being a 2010 baby in 2020. Imagine being 5 years old during the pandemic. Oh my god. Wait, oh my god.
Oh my god, bro.
Wait, some of them were 5 years old during COVID. Some of them were 5 years old when Among Us was popping off. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, I'm, that's like, they missed everything. Bro. Bro. Oh my god. Hold on. I'm trying to see the comments. Okay, it's like they don't have anything to say. I feel like that's why this video is a little bit difficult. Everyone hates on us 2014 babies for no reason. We're not hating on you guys, bro. It's just funny that you guys can type now. That's it. Nah, I am hating. Yeah, no, you caught me, bro. I'm hating. You're 8, 12. Oh my god. I'm trying to... Yeah, okay, so I guess this is different. Because, like, with the other generations, we had, like Gen X, Gen Z, millennials, making videos being like, hey, it's a millennial here. This is why, you know, like, these guys don't have that. It's just people making fun of them. So the most you'll see is them in the comments, $20, this video on YouTube, top comments will be, yeah, I'm a Gen Alpha. This is what people get wrong about us. I already know. There you go. It's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And not that that's bad. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Please, give us some insight. Do you feel like you're always left out of generational, like, of like, conversations that are about generations? Do you feel like you're always looked over when you mention that you're Gen Alpha and the people are just like, what the fuck? Do you feel that way? Because I think they do feel that type of way. Especially, like I said, if they're 16. If some of them are 16 and then saying that they're Gen Alpha and they just get excluded from everything or a lot of things, you know?
I'm genuinely terrified for this next generation of children. I decided to work at a summer camp this year, and
let's hear a story.
I didn't understand the severity of the brain rot. Holy shit. Not only is their lingo actually terrifying, but the entitlement and genuine stupidity, and I'm sorry to call kids stupid, but like, we are not smart anymore at all, is so scary. I had kids not knowing that there was 7 continents at the age of 12.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't think I knew that either, bro.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
All right. Maybe I forgot it. All right. I don't know if I was taught. I probably was taught that.
Half the kids cannot spell without asking for how to spell it or just sounding it out, which is baffling to me. And I understand that there's like some 4-year-olds that I'm like, you don't even know how to write yet. Like,
look into the side of TikTok where teachers are talking about how stupid the Gen Alpha kids are. It's bad. All right. Remind me after this reel, guys. Teachers talking about Gen Alpha.
Chilling. But at the age of 8 to 12, if you don't know how to spell the word exit, it's kind of scary. The next issue is the genuine entitlement that kids nowadays have. And I'm coming at this from a youngest of 5, spoiled brat, youngest daughter. Like, I got everything I wanted. I never got in trouble for shit. And I'm saying that these kids are entitled. I had a 10-year-old boy break down, like throw a literal hissy fit for 30 minutes over one rule changing in walkie-talkie tag, being that there can be more than one person guarding the jail. It's never been like that. You're trying to make us look... Calm down, you're 10. I had to literally Urban Dictionary so many words this year, and it's so scary. There was a point where we had coaches playing this game. It was literally Flip Cup, but all the coaches were playing and the kids were watching. I had 30 kids chanting, "Live cells," and I said, "What the fuck does that mean?"
I don't even know
I didn't
what
know
that
what
means.
I didn't know what it meant to sell. And so I asked one of
cells?
the girls, I said, "Hey, what is live, like, why were they chanting live cells?" And they're saying, "Oh, you suck." And I said,
Anyone know what
okay.
live cells? What the fuck is it? Someone in the chat has to know. I mean, I could look it up. Okay. Looks like like you sold. You sold. But like, what does it mean? Like, where did that come from? Live sells? The person is called Lives and they are selling. What the fuck? Yeah, I would have been confused too.
I guess that's fine. We were playing Capture the Flag the other day, and I had a kid upset with one of the calls, and he did this. He was like, dude! He was doing replay from the Euro Cup, expecting me to know what this meant. Replay. Where's the cameras? Like, where do you expect me to replay this, you falling and you're out? Like, where do you expect that? What? Like, it's so strange. The scariest part for me is watching the girls be so overly consumed about what they look like all the time. There was a 12-year-old, I love this girl to death, but oh my gosh, every day it is something about looking ugly, looking fat, not having the right skincare, or forgetting her Dior lip gloss, like pulling out makeup products out of her bag that I would not even dare to touch on expensiveness. Like, it's so, I don't mean to say concerning, but like, we have girls that are 10 to 12 years old really worrying about what they look like on the day-to-day while at summer camp. There is not a single guy for you to impress at summer camp, girl. Like, you are 12. Let's not worry about men till we're like, never. Like, don't worry about dating people until you're like in high school, dude. You are it's just so concerning. It's so concerning. And I know that the older generation was concerned about us, but I'm like, not to be saying that we're the exception, but we were a little bit different. I'm not gonna lie. Just a little bit.
Yeesh. That sounds fucking horrible, bro. And this was 2 years ago, by the way. This was posted in 2024. Yeah, we're gonna get into Gen Alpha teachers right now. I think that'll be a good like part. When I search up Gen Alpha slang, I feel like I'm 100 years old. Yeah, I would too with what live cells. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, it actually has to be so. And I would now, not that I would quit. But definitely, I would fucking hate my job, for sure. If I'm trying to do something, and then they're like, "Huh, Mr. Tubb is a live cell." Like, do I kick you out of class? Do I ask you what that means? Like, do I be? Oh, thanks, man. Hey, just assume that it's good. Like, what? Gen Alpha teacher. Okay. This one has 920.
Young Gen Z teachers are talking about the poor behavior of Gen Alpha students, and some of y'all are finally starting to believe us when it comes to how much we've missed the mark on raising these kids right. Because I have gray in my hair and I'm 36 years old, people tend to tune me out as soon as I open my mouth when I start talking about these issues we're seeing in the classroom with our kids these days. So before I go on, why don't we review some of the evidence from some of the other creators on this app?
I listened to not the entirety of Crybaby, but a little bit of it. I like the first track a lot. It gave me like Gorillaz vibes. All right, I'm
a little bit more of a relatable age.
This is my folder of crying teachers, and they are confused and frightened by the behavior of Gen Alpha. They're saying Gen Alpha is defiant, aggressive, disrespectful, and rude.
Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other. They're throwing things at other people, other classmates. You say, can everybody sit in their spot? I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom.
Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but these kids are... I'm going to just say this. I teach 7th grade. They are still performing on the 4th grade level.
I'm a middle school teacher. I'm also 22 years old. And I will tell you, by far, we are doomed. Like, these kids do not care. Like, I have kids, all they want to do all day long is get high. Like,
I need to ask millennials, why are your kids so awful? And more importantly, why do you think it's so funny? Your kids cannot read. They cannot write. They are ill-mannered.
I've been trying to sound the alarm about Gen Alpha students and their poor behavior in their classrooms as well.
Bro. Oh my fucking God. Yeah, that's millennials kids right there. That's millennials kids right there, bruh. Come on, bruh. What the fuck were you guys doing, bruh?
Oh my God.
Y'all did not teach your kids manners or what? Y'all, because not all millennials. Because what some parents do, they be giving them the iPad. All right, get the fuck out of my point of view. You know how in video games when you make your field of view 120, but then you can make it 90? They be making that shit 90 just to not see their kid. Like, all right, iPad, all right, back to my little like screen. Dead ass, bro. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. What's the generation after Gen Alpha? Like, what will my kid be when I have a kid? Because that generation is gonna be dope as fuck. Especially if I'm the father of my child, which I will be, like, logically. Generation Beta, watch. Y'all gonna see. Generation Beta gonna be different, bro. Because I'm gonna be a father of a Generation Beta kid. So, Gen Alpha, y'all got fucked over. Sorry with the introduction of TikTok and vertical content. Your parents should have done better. But, yeah, we're not rooting for you. I'm not gonna lie. We're rooting for Gen Beta, Gen Z, Gen Alpha. Go fuck yourself. Nah, I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Their literacy problems since May of last year, but because of my age and how I look, every time I make a video about these topics, I'll get people.
Okay, stop. Sorry for the pauses. I know. Don't theory time. Millennials were fucked over because of how they were raised, or not raised, but like the introduction of the internet. Like they were like in the middle of it. Gen Z grew up with the internet. We know how to use the internet. Like, we know how to talk. We know how to act. Gen Alpha was growing up with the rise of vertical content, TikToks, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. Stay with me there. Generation Beta will have already known about that. They were like, oh yeah, that's the real section. Stay with me there. AI, well, I guess, yeah, well, AI is a big thing too, huh? Hopefully, Generation Beta is like, oh yeah, that's AI. But we have the YouTube AI section, and now we have the YouTube like IRL section. Hey, think of y'all not listening. That's facts though. It's like every other generation is like somewhat quote unquote normal. The other one gets fucked over because of technology.
Never worked with kids or have never spent a day in the classroom as an educator give me lines like, well, you're just old and jaded. If you don't like it and you can't handle it, quit and find another job. Kids have always been like this. Nothing's new in 2023. And then we've got the droves of people that are trying to blame it on COVID and trying to blame it on the lockdown. Us not having any sympathy or empathy for students with special needs, even though I never talk about those types of students. And I'm always talking about general population students and the fact that this is an overarching problem with every single kid, even the high achievers, even the ones that don't need IEPs, even the ones that are highly socialized and have a lot of resources coming from home. Teachers that have been in this for 1, 2, 3 years are seeing it and they are talking about it. Teachers that are veterans like me that have been in the classroom for over a decade or 2 or 3 or nearing retirement are also saying the same.
By the way, I am on my phone, but I'm changing the name of the stream on the Twitch app. Just so people don't think I'm actually like doom scrolling right now.
Thing. Your children are missing the mark on discipline. They're missing the mark on education standards. They're missing the mark on literacy. They're missing the mark on socialization. We can blame it on COVID. We can blame it on iPads raising our kids. We can blame it on the fact that kids don't socialize with each other enough. We can blame it on the economy and the fact that parents don't have time to help their kids learn how to read or don't have time to take their kids to the park anymore. We can blame it on all of those things, or we can blame it on none of those things. But it sounds like we're starting to get into a consensus here amongst educators that we have a real problem. And some of y'all need to stop making excuses. You're just blaming the kids. You're just so mean. No, we are not. The problem is that we have this generation of parents that doesn't want to take accountability for not doing what they need to do to raise kids that are self-sufficient, that are socialized, or kind. And no, it's not the kids' fault. And why does it seem like teachers are the only ones that are talking about it?
Exactly what I was saying. Millennial parents give their kid an iPad and just let them stay on it. I'm just saying though, but that's just a theory. I like the concept of like giving your kids flashcards, you know? Like I remember doing that with my mom and the teachers. Like they would have these big ass math flashcards, 2 times 2, 4, and it says the answer on the back. You know? Do not replace flashcards with iPads, bro, please. Like me and Wolfie, when we have our kid, genuinely, like we will be playing puzzle games, board games with our kid. Yeah, maybe we'll have an iPad for them. But it won't be an everyday thing. Fuck no. That's like a reward, if anything. But we're gonna be playing board games. Fuck. We're playing math. We're gonna be playing math. And y'all know I'm good as fuck on math though. Nah. I mean, I was in honors math. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not capping about that either. Like I was in honors math and I was in honors English. Hey, not to toot my own horn here. But yeah, no. I was pretty smart. Even though I mispronounce a lot of stuff on the main channel, don't bring that up. All right, Google screwed me over on that most recent video. Not my fault. But yeah.
The people that are talking about it are the ones that work with the kids and not the ones that are raising the kids. Gen Alpha have been raised to believe that they are grown folks, that they can speak to whoever they want, however they want, that violence is the answer. Gen Alpha students are raised in a world that tells them that it's okay to be as nihilistic and individualistic as possible, that they don't have to care about anything or anyone, that they can speak to anybody however they want to speak to them, even though they're only 10, 11, or 12 years old.
Like I said, this always comes down to the parents, man. It's like millennials got fucking lazy. It's like I know lazy parents always existed, but like, come on. And I have met some Gen Alpha kids that are very nice. They're respectful, like my niece. But like still, it's just like it always will come down to the parents. Like as much as we make fun of Gen Alpha kids, it's really not their fault. They're just kids. It's the fucking parents. So it's just I don't know. Also the school system. But I feel like if it's to a point where teachers are making compilations of like why they don't like their students and how stupid they are. Someone said in the comments, my brother is Gen Alpha and I'm like genuinely concerned. He doesn't care about anything school related. This was 2023, by the way. Let's go to another video. This is 2023.
And no shade, but the kids are thieves and they're not even smart ones. Why did I have a student, when I had a sub, steal my Sharpies?
This was this year.
Okay, my Sharpie bag that says Mr. Moore on it. They stole it. I'm watching them walking around all day with my Sharpies. And when they sat them down and went somewhere, I think they went to the restroom, I stole them back. Why, after I stole them back, that child comes up to me in tears to tell me that somebody stole their Sharpies?
Jesus.
So I pulled the Sharpies out of my drawer and said, these, the ones that say Mr. Moore on it? Yeah, I took them back. Yes. Why them tears went right back over them eyes and now they just staring at me just.
Jesus Christ.
Like, you stole from me and then wanted them back.
You know what's always interesting? The half mustache. You guys see this right here? See a half mustache? How it's supposed to go here, but then they go out of their way to shave it. You know, I tried that look like last year. Didn't like it. Didn't like it. Was not my look. See, I keep the full mustache. And then I trim the sides here because I don't like it going down. But anyway, as the teacher was saying, damn, bro. How are these kids? Okay, kids always go through that, like, well, I don't know about always, but like when I was a kid, I was stealing shit too. I would try to steal a little candy bar from the store. Okay, here's a funny story. When I was about 8 years old, I went to a grocery store with my mom. And you know those beans that you can grab? Here, let's see. All right. So basically, at the grocery store, there's like beans type like this. Where you could just grab the beans and like in a scoop. All right? So I got one. I got one little bean, bro. I put it in my pocket and we walked out. And I felt so guilty. I was like about to cry. My eyes were watering. I'm like, Ma. She's like, what? I'm like, I stole a bean. And I was like, I'm gonna go to jail, bro. I was like, is it? Bruh. Like, I'm gonna go to jail. Dead ass. And then she's like, I don't give a fuck. She's like, it's a fucking bean. But yeah, no, dead ass. I remember I didn't really steal stuff after that. I think the most I did was like a chocolate bar. And again, if I am able to even remember that situation, I felt bad. You know? Luckily, I don't have to steal anything nowadays. But like if I was poor, I would be stealing. I wouldn't. But there's always that guilt factor. It's like, oh no, put it back, bro. But yeah, bro, the bean thief. You know what? You guys can't call me that unless you're Mexican, because that sounds like a fucking slur. The bean thief. Don't call me that one unless you're Mexican. But yeah. What was the thing? One time my sister got caught stealing. And my sister was older. Is older than me. So if I was like, you know, she was probably like 16. We were at a swap meet. And she actually stole, or attempted to steal, I think it was like earphones. All right. And the owner, what I remember correctly, I was like 6. What I remember is that the owner called her out, like, publicly in Spanish. Everything was happening in Spanish. But the owner said some shit like come back. Like, you're not, like, don't steal from me type. So my sister had it in her hoodie pocket. And then he was like, get it out your pocket. And she did. And like, he was causing a scene because she's shy as fuck, but she still stole. And so everyone was looking. And so she gave it back. But then my mom got mad on like, yeah, I know she stole, but why the fuck did you have to make a scene? Like, you could have just told me. So that became like a big problem. Cause yeah, it was bad to steal. It was bad to steal. But like, he made it a scene, and it's like, bruh, I don't know. But see, who do I side with? I mean, I'm gonna side with him. I'm not gonna lie. I don't give a fuck. You stole. You got fucking caught because you're a dumbass. Why didn't you have money? Why the fuck you didn't have money, sister? Fucking pay for it. But still, it's just like, yeah, you see stuff go around, and just learn from it, bro. I doubt she ever stole again. She don't gotta steal no more. I pay her rent now. W, brother. But like, literally, should we go back to that swap meet owner and just give him like, I don't know, $6, however much worth the earphones were? Nah, we didn't. He didn't steal it. He kept them. So there's nothing to return, you know. All praise to him. Hopefully he's okay. I don't really remember too much of that, you know? Like I was literally 6. It was like a fog memory, you know? But yeah. Anyway, we got into a whole different section. Talking about Gen Alpha, we might end off the video a little bit here, but maybe 1 or 2 more TikToks.
Stupid, but we're letting millennials become parents, give their kids iPads, and
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like a lot of the returning topics, you know, millennials.
But we're letting millennials become parents, give their kids iPads, and not teach them how to read.
I work with daycare age children, so like 6 months to 4 years old, and obviously those group of kids, they're not really gonna know how to read that well. They'll know like letters or whatever, but they're not gonna know how to read fully. But my biggest issue is that these kids do not know how to play. They don't, and they're not learning any social skills, so they don't speak. I have to teach these kids how to play because we'll put them in the playroom and there's literally every toy in the world, everywhere. And they just stand there and stare and look around.
Jesus.
And don't move. And you're like, go play. And you try to like entice them with toys and you teach them how to use it. And you're like, oh, look at this. This is so cool. And they just stare at you. And they don't do anything. Today, me and my boss, we sat with a group. It was only 3 kids, and we just tried to teach them how to use a really cool new toy that she bought. It was like a Mickey Mouse construction set. And we're teaching them how to use it and how to like whatever. And it was super cool. And
Someone's in the comments, look, no, 2010 is Gen Z. Gen Z starts at 2013. Now we have it. What? I looked it up on Google. Google said 2010. But it was Google AI overview. All right, y'all. Let's double check. Gen Alpha age range images. Or not images. Let's see. What's okay, Wikipedia. Okay, now you can't use Wikipedia, guys. Early 2010s. It doesn't even say a number. It says early 2010s. One more. Understanding Generation Alpha. mickcrindle.com.au. 2010. 2010 is my final answer. An actual credible source just said it. Okay.
I know I would.
So if you say Gen Alpha is not 2010, you're coping because it is 2010. Multiple sources just told me 2010. You can look it up yourself. Don't trust the TikTok comment. We were right. That's from the beginning.
My mind for this when I was a kid, and they just stared at her, not saying a word. They like couldn't even figure out how to like use their thumbs properly, which is like fine because the kids were 8.
What do you mean 2012? Here, I'll show you the source. This is it. This is the website I saw. And I highlighted it. Stop coping. Stop coping. Why are you coping with me? Why are you mad at me? Why are you mad at me? What the fuck? Don't get mad at me. Fucking, it's you. Get mad at your parents. Get mad at your fucking parents, bro. Fuck. It's probably like a range. I mean, obviously, there's always going to be a range. There's always going to be a range. But still, 2010. Like, the easiest way to say it is 2010. Or early 2010s. We can agree on that one. Early 2010s. Stop fucking coping, though. Stop. No. The comments. Tough, actually. Y'all want to be Gen Z so bad, bro. Y'all not me.
Ages were like, I think the youngest kid there was like 1.5 and the oldest was 3. So yeah, they're like, their mobility's not gonna be the best, but they couldn't even like try. But like, even when you're like, go play, there's other kids there and they're all around the same age. They have no idea how to like socialize with each other at all. I don't know if this is just so bizarre to me because I grew up with so many siblings and I was a triplet and I just like had a buddy like at all times and whatever. But I feel like that's not normal, is it?
I feel like it makes sense though. If these are kids that are growing up with Tung 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 Sahur, the chances of them playing together and knowing how to play together are going to be lower, you know? It just makes sense. Rather than a kid who grew up in another generation that was on a bike, going outside, you know, playing with the neighbors. I feel like it does realistically make sense that they don't know how to interact with other kids. Damn. Someone said, oh, that's the comment. As a Gen Alpha, a lot of us are raised in a way that makes us introverts. And I feel like that makes a lot of sense. You know? I feel like we understand the point. Tub, final statement for this one. Final statement. I don't hate Gen Alpha. It's the millennials that I fucking hate. I'm just kidding. No. Well, to be fair, the millennials raised them. I mean, think of like that's facts though. That's facts though. But Gen Alpha, y'all that are watching this, I know you guys are capable of commenting, and I know you guys are gonna correct me on some things. But that source said 2010. Y'all saw it. If y'all say it's 2012, I saw even a source say well, not source, but someone in the comments at 2013. Okay, cool. You're still 8. Okay, bruh. Anyway, I understand that you guys have a mind of your own. You have consciousness. And what I'll tell you as advice from Gen Z is literally just keep being yourself. Just literally to anyone, just keep being yourself. If you notice that you cannot focus because you're so used to vertical content, talk to someone. That's it. Just talk to someone. And if your parents were the type of parents that just gave you an iPad and like, okay, go over there. First of all, that wasn't okay. But you can always talk to a school counselor, and just talk about your attention span. And if everything's good, then everything's good. But yeah, that's it for that segment. All right, guys. I know we're kind of speed running some segments here. Reason being, it's a Friday night. Can we get W Friday? W Friday night, bro. Yeah. So that means I'm gonna go hang out tonight. So we have one more segment left. We're gonna do Reddit. Put 45 minutes on the clock. 50. I know I usually don't time myself. This feels like I'm doing a fucking quiz. But like I just have something to do after this. But it's a Friday night. Hopefully you guys are having fun. Hopefully you guys will have fun after this. 24 years old going outside. Amazing. Fucking amazing. All right. Can't do shit, huh? So today we will be revisiting r/AmITheDevil. We've already made one video on this, and honestly, it's one of my best performing Reddit videos. So thank you guys for watching it. YouTube viewers, thank you guys for being there as well. Yeah, we're revisiting it. We're on season 2 of Reddit videos. As you guys know, I took a fat break. But here we are now. r/AmITheDevil. In case you guys don't know, it's where people quote the people from Am I the A-hole? And are like, this guy's the worst person imaginable. I'm pretty sure you guys know the formula by now. We're going to go through some disturbing, maybe some scary, maybe some just annoying stories. If that sounds good with you, then we're going to get started. Fix my face cam. Feels good to be back. Season 2, guys. It feels good to be back. Are we on best of all time? What are we on? Sort of just best in general? Oh, no. What? Okay. OP abandons postpartum wife every Sunday. Jesus Christ. Okay. Wife and I are arguing about son visiting grandparents and my parents coming over. Son visiting grandparents and my parents coming over. Okay. My wife and I have been having heated arguments over my son visiting his grandparents. They live 10 to 15 minutes away from us. My parents and my family live in London, whilst my wife's family lives in Birmingham, about 3-hour drive. Jalen with the 5 months. Thank you so much. My eldest son, turning 4 this year, visits my parents once a week on a Sunday afternoon, sometimes Saturday, around 4 to 5 hours a week. Usually my wife stays at home and only visits every 2 weeks. My parents and son have a great relationship. Often, my wife and I get into arguments as she often states my son doesn't have to see my parents every week. She insists that if my parents ask to come, I should state that we are busy. This comment annoys me as I feel we barely visit them anyway, considering the short distance, in my opinion. Even on the weekend afternoon, we do nothing and stay at home. She sometimes insists that I can go whenever I want, but keep my son at home, and often mentions how she is the mother and gets to decide this. My parents want to see my eldest son weekly, and my wife makes it hard. All right. Look. I usually don't give my opinion while we're reading the story, because we still have like half of it left. You know what? I'm gonna save it. Because like, what if it turns on me? Okay, hold on. I'm a PR. Read the whole thing. Get all the context. I know. You're right. Also, my parents visit my home once every 5 to 6 weeks to see the kids. And when they want to, it's up to my wife, as she doesn't want to cater for them and often wants a few days notice. Yeah, that makes sense. Wanting a notice. Okay. They usually would only come for tea anyway, or I would get a takeout, as my wife doesn't cater for them too often. You just said that. My wife has a good relationship with my parents, especially my mother. We also recently had a baby, 5 weeks old now, and my parents have probably seen him 3 times in that period, but particularly my wife and kids stayed with their parents in Birmingham for just over a week. They want to see him too, but my wife doesn't want to visit my parents often, and she doesn't go anywhere without him. I want brutal honesty here. Am I in the wrong? Are my parents requesting too much? What is supposed to be, quote, normal visiting frequency for grandparents and kids? Edit, I appreciate. Okay, wait, hold on. Should we read the edit too? I appreciate some comments pointing out postpartum, but my wife has always been like this after we had our eldest child. Also, I help a lot around the house, and after work, stay with the kids and help out until bed. She knows this and appreciates this. Also, my son wants to go to his grandparents, and my wife says no on some weeks. Okay, hold on. Before we get into Reddit comments. These are your kids, not your parents' kids. Bruh. Theoretically, my wife just had a baby with me, right? Hey, wife. Oh, we just had a baby. Let's take care of the baby. In what world am I going to be like, okay, mom, you want to see my baby? Mom, no. Wolfie, what do you mean? No, let's go. Let's show my mom the baby. Come on. Bro, what?
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
Bro, just chill out. Okay, and plus, you just said your parents already saw it 3 times. Chill out. Y'all, like, what the frick? Hold on, let's see what the comments say. Who wants to bet his wife is in charge of everything when his parents come over, despite whatever nonsense he said in the post? Yeah, that too. He sees his parents every weekend. When he and the son visit, his parents come to the house every 5 to 6 weeks, and yet he says, this comment often annoys me, as I feel we barely visit them anyway. What do you mean? Yeah. What do you mean you barely visit them when you also said you see your parents every weekend? Wait, let me see. I find it telling that the options are wife cooks or they get takeout. Apparently, OOP cooking just isn't an option. Yeah, the wife probably has to do a lot, huh? Wife has been like this since the first child. Does he not know how postpartum depression can last up to years untreated? Because, like, if the change came after the first kid, maybe, just maybe, something else is going on. Ah, my God. I just feel like, okay, popular statement. Take care of your wife. Focus on your wife first. That's it. Focus on your wife and your other kid, or both your kids, but your wife, that's your duo. That's your queen. In what world is like, no, please, can we let my mama come see? Like, dude, if she doesn't want it, she doesn't want it. If she doesn't want to see her fucking mom, she doesn't want to see her fucking mom. Like that's it. That's it. Like, and there's probably a reason for it. And he just said that they get along well, right? So that's good. That's better than like, oh, I hate your mom. That would be a more of an issue. But it's just like, it seems stressful. It seems like a stressful time in her life. You know? Just wait. Yeah, the baby's gonna get older, but you just give it 3 months. Bro, I swear, like, no matter, like, that, ugh. Okay, we gotta stop with the husband. Am I the devil's? We get a lot of these, I feel like. Come on, bro. They always piss me off. Everything in this subreddit is gonna piss me off. After you're married and especially have a kid, your wife should come first. Nah, deadass. Deadass. Your wife always comes. I'm telling you, that's your other half. That's literally your other half, bro. Like, you guys are a duo, a team that is raising children. Your wife is literally, like, that's your wife, bro. There's no arguing about it. It's just so annoying. That's way too long. Hold up. All right. I'm trying to get, like, there's a lot of parent stuff here, which I don't want to. Wait, what is this? I don't know if this belongs here. Can you bring Mojo to the camera? You can look at the camera. There you go. I don't know if this belongs here. Am I the butt face? Yo. Okay. Wow. Good censorship. Am I the butt face for watching these YouTubers? Tuv. Tuv and Tuvington. You know, some people only know me as Tuvington because the channel's blowing up so much. Yo, that's actually a W. Anyway. There's these guys on YouTube where they pretend to deliver packages and throw them on the ground, making the supposed owners think their items got destroyed, call everyone jackass, accuse people of sniffing paint, push people's carts and stores away while saying shit like, what idiot would leave their cart here, drink people's drinks, especially the guy named Red. Who are you watching? You get the idea. Pretty much assholes. The thing is, I find it extremely funny. I've never laughed more than watching these videos. My friends judge me for it, calling it unfunny and rude. It is rude. Oh, okay. You feel like a dickhead for laughing at distasteful prank videos, right? This is a unique one. We don't really talk about stuff like this. Okay. So basically, long story short, right? You're watching who's like a corny prank YouTuber that like ruins people's days. We'll use that as an example. You know what? You guys are gonna put names in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna make up a guy. Poopy Prankster. There you go. So imagine you're watching Poopy Prankster and like you think it's hilarious, but he's genuinely ruining people's days. Should you feel like a dickhead? I think you should feel immature, but I don't think you should feel like you're ruining anyone. Like, he's ruining people's days. I think you just feel immature, right? You should feel like a loser. Oh, like if you genuinely enjoy watching Jack Doherty. Should you feel like a loser if you genuinely enjoy watching Jack Doherty? Yes or no? Yeah, I've never met anyone that watches Jack Doherty. But I've never laughed more than I have watching these videos. Would OOP still laugh if those things happened to him? If someone delivered his package or drank his drink? Why does he think it's funny to like that those guys ruin people's days? Like, right? Like, if you watching Poopy Prankster is the funniest you've ever laughed, like, I've never laughed more than watching, like, ever in your life, watching a prankster on YouTube is the most you've laughed in your life? Bro, what? Do you go outside? Like really? Especially if the basis of the prank is to ruin people's days. Nah, bro. Hey, put on a Tuvington stream, bro. I promise you'll laugh really hard. Nah, that was a unique one though. That was a unique one, though. Okay, here's an interesting one. Okay, so it says, oh, original poster is single, by the way. All right. Am I the asshole for feeling bad that my marriage announcement was stolen? But you're single? What do you mean your marriage announcement was stolen? All right. So for years now, I've been saying that I don't want a wedding because they are so stressful and expensive and have so many traditions rooted in outdated beliefs. My alternative plan is to take my partner and my best friend, who is a photographer, to somewhere like Yellowstone or Redwoods to get some really cool, quote, wedding photos, and then sending out cards to everyone saying, surprise, I'm married, come celebrate with us at a reception. Back in May, it's currently July, I was at my friend's college graduation party, let's call her Sarah, and the topic of weddings came up. For context, the friend graduating is the same best friend who is a photographer, and a mutual friend, Brittany, of ours, who we have both known for years, was part of the conversation. I told them about my idea to elope in the woods somewhere and surprise everyone with a reception, and Brittany thought it was, quote, hilarious. Fast forward to today, and I opened Facebook to see a post from Brittany saying, surprise, we're married. Thank you for blessing with such kind, loving, and a gentleman. Okay, wait, hold up. That's just stealing.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, hell no, man.
Let's keep going. Hold up. Huge thanks to Sarah for taking our pictures. Wait, did they stole the photographer too? P.S. We've been married for 2 months now. He. With a photo shoot done by Sarah, my first thought was, what the fuck? Because that is exactly what I wanted to do, and I have been saying to people for years. She not only stole my idea, but used the same exact photographer, and even the words I wanted to say. I texted Sarah, who I've been friends with for 15 years, and asked her about Brittany's situation. She said she came up with the idea because she didn't want a big wedding and asked Sarah to take pictures. I said, you know, I've been talking about doing that exact thing for years, and that I literally mentioned it with Brittany and Sarah at Sarah's graduation party in May. Sarah said she doesn't think Brittany meant to steal anything, and it's really not that deep. Especially since I'm single right now, so it would be a while before I'm thinking about marriage again anyway. I don't think I want to talk to Brittany about it because I don't want to rain on her happy moment and make it about me when she's celebrating her marriage. I feel so dumb and upset for talking about my plans that I was excited about, and it feels like now if I do this thing I've been wanting to do for years, it will look like I'm the one copying Brittany, and that's kind of shitty to do in my opinion. So am I the asshole for being upset? I wonder, okay. In Maine. Are they hating on her, or are they like, because I think that's on honey. They're hating on her. See, you never know what you're getting on this, bro. Okay, wait. So they quote them and said, honey, the idea is not that fucking original. No, don't you understand? She invented eloping. I'm tripping, bro. This is one of those moments where, like, bruh, you got copied. You got copied, bro. Like, these Redditors are on some fucking crack. Literally. You said your plan and your friend fucking copied it and took your photographer too, which is also your friend. Stop playing with me. Why are these Redditors so, like, look at them. Don't you understand? She invented eloping. Honey, the idea is not that fucking original. Oh my god, bro. No, bro, you got your idea stolen. Wait until OOP finds out how many people wear white to their weddings. OOP could also just not send out these very special announcements to the college friend group. Oh, bro. Oh my god. What are they saying on the original post? Like the Am I the Asshole post? Just wait, ... you're single? Okay. Yeah, she still had the fucking idea in her head. You're the asshole. You've not invented the wheel. Someone got married in a wood where thousands of people have. Perhaps it was such secret. Oh my god, bro. I hate you guys. All right, y'all. See you on the next one. Nah, I'm playing. Bro, what? This is clearly a case of a friend stealing your idea of a wedding. This is clearly that. What the fuck? I've never heard of getting married in the woods without any audience and then mailing it to everyone with the same phrase, with the same photographer. It's literally that's a classic case of stealing. Yo, I hope this person sees this video just so they get that little sense of validation, because like imagine already getting your wedding idea stolen and then everyone on Reddit saying like, nope, you're the asshole. Actually, your friend just coincidentally did it, bro. You know what? I don't know, man. Hey, look, Redditor, I think your friend stole it. Yeah. If anything, just don't talk about your ideas out loud anymore. Sorry, but I think your friend fucking stole it. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Imagine. Oh my God. That was like a blatant. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Okay. This one. The original post was from 4 years ago and someone quoted it 24 days ago. The traumatic event is that the boyfriend died. Am I the asshole for snapping at my half-sister when she called to say neither her nor my other sister will be attending my wedding after they both RSVP'd yes? Okay. So they canceled on the wedding. Half-sister when she said neither. Okay. I, female 23, have two sisters, Molly and Mary. For my dad's previous marriage, I wasn't close to either of them growing up because they mainly stayed with their mom and we just generally weren't close. We're all nice to one another, but it's not buddy-buddy. I got married a few weeks ago and both Molly and Mary were invited. They both RSVP'd yes. Literally a couple days before the wedding, Mary calls and says neither her nor Molly will be attending. I'm shocked because obviously all the catering, everything's been put in, and now 4 people won't be attending. They each had a +1. So that's like fucking 8 people. Mary did sound apologetic when she explained it to me, dealing with a traumatic situation Molly's going through, and she will also not be attending and staying with Molly and their mom instead. I got upset and said that I understand, but if she can just attend for a little while to support me, she can leave early if she wishes. Mary kept saying it's not possible, so I snapped and said how neither of them care about my feelings and the effort put into this wedding, especially since Molly herself didn't bother giving me a call to let me know, and it's obvious I was always the outsider sister and not part of their group. Mary said I was being selfish and hung up the phone. I did tell some relatives who knew about it, got mixed reactions. Am I the asshole? Well, they just said the traumatic event is that their boyfriend died. So hold on. Where did they say that in the original post? Because that's the big thing here. So your half sister's partner died. Wait, where did they mention that though? Did I already read it or no? Right? Okay. No. Her boyfriend. So one of their boyfriends died, but I guess they mentioned it in the comments. So your half-sister's partner died, and you're upset she's not going into an event that's literally a celebration of love. You're the asshole. No. I'm pretty sure they said it in the comments below, but it got deleted. Remember, this was 4 years ago. No, just effing no. It's not the weekend, and she still has to. Oh, that's not OP. For fuck's sake, the man she loves died, and you OP are just like, yeah, I've never been part of the gang. Yeah. Okay, so if it is true that OP's or like one of the sisters' attendees' husbands died, no shit, they're not gonna go to your wedding. Think about it. You, viewer, your girlfriend or your boyfriend dies, would you go to a wedding? Fuck no, I wouldn't. I'm grieving. You know, like. So it's just really freaking weird. Because I'm sure OP knew. I'm sure the OP knew that the boyfriend died. It's news. People know when someone dies, especially family. So knowing that and then turning it into like, you never loved me, that's why you're not attending. I was always the outside sister. But like, no, one of those sisters, their boyfriend died. Like they're not gonna attend, and then the other one's like probably just like hanging out with her because her boyfriend died. She probably needs comfort. right? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Notice how they didn't mention it in the original post. I feel like they had to get that out of the comment section. No, it's extremely valid. And it's like, it's just bad timing, and that's just what life is. It sucks. If I had a wedding and it was planned, and then someone, like, if I had a close friend that I'm excited that my close friend's gonna go, but his girlfriend died, I'm not gonna be like, bruh, you know it's my big day, right? Why you not pull up, bruh? Come on, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Like, bro, someone just fucking died. Like, you got it. Yeah, no, literally, just accept it and still do the wedding because it's already, you put a lot of money into it, and just hopefully your friend gets better and can grieve, you know, properly. That's literally it. You can't turn into like, I was never your true friend. I knew it. Like, bruh, now you're just making more drama. Like, it's just, that's it, bro. If you really, well, nah, that would be too much. But I'd say if you really wanted to like meet somewhere, you could just like, you know what you could do? Have the wedding, and then whenever be like, okay, sister, not whenever you're done mourning, because I don't think you're ever done mourning someone. You could just be like, yo, whenever you feel comfortable, you want to have a private dinner? Right? After the wedding, like months later. Right? I'm just saying, like being like, it's not that difficult to like find substitutes, you know? Whatever, man. Where we at? Okay, still got like good 30 minutes left of reading these stories. Oh, this one got taken down. Damn. Wait, did it actually? Why can't I see the preview? Yep, deleted. Can't see it. Okay, cool. Oh no. Alright, this one's gonna annoy all of us. Title says it all. Am I the asshole for forcing my fiance to wear what she doesn't like? Oh my god. Oh my god, already. If she doesn't like it, why are you making her wear it, bro? Oh my god. God. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Jesus Christ. Imagine you read the thread and it's like, it's a furry outfit. Cause no. Alright. My daughter, 10, gave my fiance an early birthday gift, which was matching dresses for herself and my fiance. Apparently, my sister took her shopping. I admit the dress wasn't very pretty, but it was nice, and she seemed excited and asked my fiance if they can wear them on fiance's birthday party. Fiance said no and promised they can wear them at home sometimes. Perfect, okay? My daughter was upset but didn't say anything, and I left. I asked my fiance why she did that, and she said the dress was ugly and this is all my sister's fault. I told her that regardless, it was a nice gesture and she probably couldn't afford anything prettier. She bought it with her own money. My fiance refused to wear it. I told her she's being selfish, and she called me an asshole for forcing her to wear what she doesn't like. All right. I'm trying to see where OP is coming from. OP. So, like, this was a gift that the sister bought, right? A matching dress for the fiance. Is that fiance? Or, yeah, fiance and the daughter, which is a cute thing, right? It's a cute thing. Matching dresses. My daughter gave my fiance, but why say my daughter gave my fiance a birthday gift, but then you say my sister took her shopping? So I'm guessing the sister took the daughter shopping, and then the daughter was like, "Here, mommy, here you go." I'm gonna guess that's what happened. Either way, look, at this point, bruh, y'all could wear it inside the house, like she just said she would. But if it comes to like, what is it? A public thing, a birthday party, bruh. A birthday party, you're gonna want to look fly. You gotta show out. A birthday party, you gotta look fly. I don't give a fuck if what you gave me was a gift. I don't give a fuck. I'm putting on my fit. So, and even if it makes the daughter sad, bro, no offense, bro, but like even okay. I'm thinking about it like, you can't give your kids everything, bro. Like, you can't be like, okay, because my daughter said I should wear it, I'm gonna wear it to my party. Nah, tell her, hey, you don't need to cry. I don't want to wear this right now. I can wear it later, but right now we're gonna go outside to the party. You look beautiful. Do you want to keep wearing that? Okay, I'm gonna change. That's it. There are boundaries. Like that's just literally it. And then to have like husband over here being like, I told her she's being selfish, bro. Let's see what Redditors have to say. Ew, the comment where someone asked him if he even liked his fiance and he replied with right now. Oh my god. You hate that woman. For all the people raking fiance over the coals for not being involved with the daughter, which notably OOP only threw out once the comments weren't going his way, I bet all of them would be screaming right now about how fiance isn't the mom and shouldn't be forcing a relationship. Oh, that's not the mom? It's just like, because in case you guys are wondering, how do these guys know information that Tuv doesn't? Like, because they click through this and they go through all the comments where the person replies. Fiance isn't the mom and shouldn't be forcing a relationship if OOP said fiance tried to do stuff with the daughter, but the daughter wasn't interested. That's like, even more like, yeah, like what this guy just said, like, don't force anything, you know? Don't force anything. Like, you don't want a fake relationship out there. But also, even when it comes to the adults just talk, like, if the daughter really wants to match dresses with the fiance, with stepmom, we'll just say stepmom. First of all, the stepmom already said, yeah, we'll do it inside the house. The dress is just fucking ugly. That's just it. So no, I'm not gonna wear it outside. Like, it's not that deep, bro. It's not. It's just a fucking ugly dress. That's it. That's literally it. You don't gotta hate your wife for that. Like, if like, no. Damn, some people not tapped into fashion, huh? They just not tapped in. They'll give you a fucking blanket. They'll sew it a couple times and be like, yo, it's a new dress. Look at it. Oh, no. Yeah. Hell nah. Why did the rude ass OOP say right now? Right? Imagine someone asking, like, do you even like your fiance? And then he responded with right now, question mark? Bro, like, do you, like, that's literally, that's a breakup. Like, that's dead ass a breakup. What do you mean, do I like my wife right now? Yo. That's not true. We don't cuddle and watch Smack DVD. What did Tyler say after that? I lick his braids. Is that what he said after that? But yeah. Let's see what else we got. Oh no. Oh my god, this is kind of a longer one. Not too long. Already know. Breaking news. Man discovers acne. No, I swear to fuck. If this is about a man getting mad that his wife or fiance or girlfriend is developing acne or getting acne or has acne, I'm gonna be so fucking annoyed. Okay, why is it all men? Guys, can we get some like, can we get mad at some women here? What the fuck? Anyway, anyway. r/relationship advice. Okay, so this is from relationship advice. Feeling shocked and confused after I, 22 male, saw my girlfriend, 22 female, without makeup. How do I navigate? You have to go on Reddit. To, how should I feel? How do I navigate? Bro, this whole thing about, oh my god. Dude, it gives us such a bad reputation as men, bro. I hate it. I hate it. Man, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. We're assholes. And let's get that out of the fucking way. We're dickheads. We're probably the worst people, or worst, like, the worst person you ever know. I'm aware that they are my gender. I'm aware. Let's get that out of the fucking way. I'm aware. So it's like, can we just be at least 1% better than the past hundreds of years? Can we get better? Ah, my God. I know. There are some psycho girls out there. You're right. It's just coincidental we're going through a lot of like men in this one. How do I love my girlfriend when she's not wearing makeup? All right. My girlfriend and I have officially been dating for less than a week. Oh my God, I can't do this.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
I can't do this. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna do it. My girlfriend and I have officially been dating for less than a week, but we've been seeing each other for about 2 months. Oh my God, even that's such a little bit of amount of time. Things have been really good, and we've gone on nice dates. We're taking things slow, physically, no sex yet, and we've been getting to know each other. One thing I never really noticed until recently was how much makeup she wears, or maybe she's just very good at applying it, and I genuinely couldn't tell. Her makeup always looked really natural. So I never gave it much thought. If I really paid attention, I might have seen a little skin texture, but nothing of that stood out. The other night, we were at a party and both of us got tipsy. We ended up in a bedroom, the lights were off, and we started making out pretty heavily. It was hot, sweaty, and her face was kind of smushed against my chest. I wasn't wearing a shirt. We eventually fell asleep like that. By the way, do you guys fall asleep at parties? I'm never gonna fucking do that. I'm never gonna fall asleep at somewhere like that isn't my fucking house. Like, who's falling? Like, by the way, what? I know that this is like a common like movie thing. We're in the movies, bro. Yo, we're gonna get you laid, bro. You know, like I've never done like, right? Whose party? You're right. Whose party? I woke up before she did. And that's when I noticed most of her makeup had rubbed off during the night, and I saw her bare skin for the first time. She had really inflamed red areas on her cheeks and chin, breakouts on her forehead. It looked painful, like cystic acne. It shocked me because she looked so different from what I was used to. It was one of those moments where part of me, if I'm being brutally honest, felt like deceived, which is harsh, I know. It was more shock than actual twinge of feeling turned off by how she looked, but it really did feel like I was seeing a completely different person. I started wondering if she thought I was too clueless to ever notice, or if she just hoped I wouldn't care. Probably this one, buddy. I don't know if you guys have said the phrases "I love you" to each other, but probably this one, buddy. When she woke up, I think she realized what happened. She looked embarrassed and went straight to the bathroom and stayed there for a while. I told her it was okay, that she didn't have to hide, and that her skin didn't matter to me. Well, maybe it fucking does, because you're on an alt Reddit account complaining about it. Sorry. Opinions at the end, guys. I said what I thought was the decent thing to say, but now I'm questioning if I really meant it deep down.
Oh my God.
Because truthfully, I haven't been able to stop thinking about how different she looked. I haven't ghosted her or anything, but I've definitely been keeping busy. I don't know what to say to her. She's picked up on it and is clearly anxious over text, but I still don't know how to respond with either lying or hurting her feelings. The whole thing's made me wonder if I rushed into this too quickly. She wanted some commitment, and I liked her enough to do that. Maybe I should have pushed back gently, and we should have spent more time dating, casually getting to know each other before. Yes, I agree with this. I agree with, like, you guys should have spent more time getting to know each other, because getting to know someone's bare face is like something you should know, like right? But let's keep going. Shh. Getting to know each other fully before getting official. I didn't expect to feel this way, but now that I do, I don't know what the right next step is. I know some people might read this and instantly call me shallow. I've already run that accusation through my own head, but here's where I'm genuinely trying to understand the line. To me, there's a difference between someone wanting to look their best, to feel confident and put together, and someone consistently presenting a version of themselves that's so curated it creates a false baseline of what they actually look like. That distinction matters. Recalling some memories, I can tell now she wore full face makeup even for a casual coffee run. I've dated someone with a skin issue before, but it didn't change how attracted I was to her. I fully understand that she doesn't owe me full vulnerability, especially not early on, but do I need to agree with the idea that her use of so much makeup was also about presenting a curated false version of herself? Bro, you guys just weren't meant for each other. Like, clearly, like, it's just, okay, let's keep going. And not wanting to look her best. What if her idea of makeup is really to change her whole face? I'm not claiming to be the victim here, but I also can't say she's entirely without responsibility in all this. Oh, she knew her natural skin might significantly affect how I saw her, and yet she allowed me to think this is what she looked like. I'm so also a little miffed. I never heard that one with her. I don't know if I want to break up with her. She's a good person. If I continue dating her, I'd want to force an honest conversation with her. All right, how old are they again? 22 and 21. Bro. Okay, let's get this out of the way. I don't even know what I was going to say, like, for that one. But, like, still, like, no. I feel like if you're talking to someone, well, for 2 months, I feel like if you're going to put the effort into be like, okay, boyfriend and girlfriend now, right? I feel like you should know a lot about each other. You should know a lot about each other. Like, I think you guys got into a little bit too early. I'll be honest about that. But also, is acne really that much? I guess some people have different standards, right? Is acne really that much to break up with someone? That seems a little fucked up. Like that just seems a little fucked up. I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to drop names, but like some people that I've been with have acne, or yeah, and I always loved it. I thought it was cool. I thought it was like it gives you like what do you call it? Blush. It almost looks like blush. I don't know. Maybe that's how I see it. For context, I have never had acne. I am blessed on that. I've never had acne in my life. It was never a puberty thing for me. It was never a thing for me. My thing was just fucking being short. So there you go. But acne, when it came to girls, I always thought it was kind of attractive. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to like give you guys cope. I'm being so honest with you guys. I always liked it. I always thought it was cool. But anyway, with this guy, bro, at this point, I'm gonna be honest. If you're feeling like this, just end the fucking relationship. Don't keep her suffering. And it sucks because even if she was, as you say, she's using so much makeup that she's presenting a false version of herself. That's not even her fault. That's definitely just society telling you that, well, you're fucking ugly because you have acne. So now she's trying her best to cover that up. Just to, in the end, the person that she loves most is like, cover it up. Instead of being mad supportive and being like, I never cared about that. I do wish I saw you earlier without makeup, but at the end of the day, bro, I don't give a fuck. We still had those laughs together. We still have the same music taste. We still go out for coffee together, Like, it's just so messed up. I think that's messed up. But and in this case, I think y'all should break up because y'all clearly not made for each other. That's how I see it. Let's see what Redditors think. I don't think this is real because if her acne is that bad, there's usually a texture to the skin. I think this is just incel slop. Bruh. What? Bruh. So did we just read a fake story? Nah. Well, we don't know. But okay, y'all be adding slop to everything, bro. Let's see another one. Exactly. If she has cystic acne, there's no way she's completely covering it with makeup, no matter how skilled she is. Maybe he was just didn't know how to say it. I don't know. Let's see someone actually. What if it is real? Can we just absolutely? It's always extremely innocent, vulnerable young man who has never had a negative thought about women in his life, using all the right therapy terms, is deceived by a woman. Luckily, literally the first comment calls him on it. There's no way anyone's makeup is good enough for this. One of those dorks wrote it. They could point it to later story of how makeup is deceptive. Oh, you think it was all cap? Either way, my points still stand. Everything I said is still like, because even if that story was, as they call it, incel slop, and it is a fake story, you know damn well in the real life this has happened. Okay, so my opinion still stands. I didn't know, if true, that there are incels that make up stories to screenshot and then post on their forums and be like, guys, see, this is what happens when girls do too much makeup. I don't know about that, but I guess. Anyway, my point still stands. I think acne can look like attractive. I think acne can look attractive. I've thought that about many people. I don't know if it's just tub slop. I don't know if it's just because I've never had acne. Maybe for me it's like a new world. Like, oh, whoa, that's pretty. I like looking at that. I don't know. But yeah. Also, if you have acne, a brand that helped me with pimples, just single pimples, not acne, so I don't know if this will work for you, was Proactive. That one, it burns, but it works. So in case anyone has single pimples, maybe you could try it on your acne. Proactive, whew, I'm telling you, it's gonna burn. You put a little dab like that, it works. So in case you needed some advice on that, there you go. I would be offended if a man told me he liked my acne. Why would you be offended? Wouldn't you be offended if you're like, ew, your acne makes you look ugly? What? Nah, you're crazy, Dreams. What? Damn, you can't even compliment acne now. You can't even be like, nah, I think you're still beautiful with your acne. I think your acne itself is beautiful. You can't even say that nowadays. Y'all heard it here first, bro. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna start just shutting the fuck up now. Dreams, GTX, you made me never compliment anyone with acne. Moving forward, everyone give a big thanks to Dreams. The reason I will never compliment anyone with acne. What do you want me to do? I'm just kidding. I will continue to compliment people with acne because it's literally not that deep. Okay, this one has 3,000 upvotes. Okay, this is an interesting one. Am I the asshole for controlling our 18-year-old daughter? Am I the asshole for telling our 18-year-old daughter that she can't go on a trip to Miami with her boyfriend's family? My daughter is 18 and starts her dream college in a couple of months. For the past 2 years, she has spent almost all her free time at her boyfriend's house. We've asked her to spend more time with our family, but nothing has changed. All right, guys, let's get this straight. Nah, as a girl with moderate acne, hearing you say that honestly helped me feel better. Aww. And that's a first-time chatter. Ha, Dreams. But no, I'm dead ass. Acne can be attractive. I'm so serious. But anyway, here's the thing. Now that we're this will be our last story, okay? Our last story, guys. I have something to do after this. But first of all, a lot of the times, I don't know if this is just a fucking California thing, but I have noticed from like when I used to keep up, or when I was in high school, so many girls would leave to their college out of state, and all of us guys stayed in a community college. I don't know if it's just a fucking California thing, or if it's a I hate my parents thing, or it's like I want to be free type of thing. Literally all of us stayed, and all the girls we know, boom, left California. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's like a 90% chance that they left. Is it around you guys too? Like everyone, all the women in our school just fucking left. Well, they were girls back then, but now they're women. So like they just boom. I got the sense that they're like, fuck this family, fuck this life. I'm going to insert random college here. But I don't know. Maybe it was genuinely their dream college. I don't know. I always saw it as a way to escape their parents' household. But you didn't hear it from me. All right. My daughter is 18 and starts her dream college in a couple of months. For the past 2 years, she has spent almost all her free time at her boyfriend's house. We asked her to spend more time with our family, but nothing has changed. Recently, she asked at the last minute to sleep over at a friend's house. We said no because it was so last minute. She turned off her location anyway. Hey, bruh. She knows she's about to leave to college. She's like, fuck you guys. I'm telling y'all, but let's keep going. She turned off her location anyway. The next night, she stayed at her boyfriend's house. At 2 a.m., she called us for a ride home. And when we arrived, his parents had just gotten home from the airport and had no idea she had been staying there. The next day, we told her we wanted to have a serious conversation about trust and respect before she went back to her boyfriend's house. While we were there in the middle of talking, her boyfriend came to our door asking her to dinner. We said no because we were still having the conversation. She left with him anyway. Damn. Bro, I'm telling you, but this type of treatment only happens to toxic parents. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know anything about them, but this type of treatment usually happens when like the parents aren't the best parents. If you genuinely fuck with your parents, you don't do this stuff to them. You don't leave them in the middle of a conversation. It's usually when you don't like your parents. That's what I've seen. And yeah, she's 18, but they always pull the "you're living under my roof" card. You already know. The following day, his parents texted us asking if she could go to Miami with them for their son's tennis tournament. We later learned they had already bought their plane ticket before asking us. No. Shh. This isn't the first time. They previously wanted to take her on a 2-day trip, and we said no because she had a dental appointment, a college orientation Zoom, and a graduation party. They told us it would really help their son emotionally because he's having a hard time with her getting into her dream college. Before this, there was a chance they would attend the same school. Wait, what? He's having a hard time with her getting into her dream college. So I'm going to guess like she's moving away. So he's like, no, it's my last time seeing my girlfriend. She's going to go to her dream college. Is that the energy I'm getting or what I'm understanding? I think so. At this point, we don't want her to go to Miami. We feel like trust has been broken. Our boundaries have been ignored by both our daughter and her boyfriend's family, and buying a plane ticket before getting approval crossed the line. We know she's legally an adult, but she still lives in her home. ¿Qué te dije? What did I say about you're under my roof? Doesn't pay rent, has access to a car and phone. We're getting ready to foot the bill for college, and we're trying to maintain some family boundaries before she leaves. You know what? Let's see what Redditors have to say. I don't like OOP, but the boyfriend's parents saying they needed to go on a trip because their son was upset at her going to a different college. Oh, I definitely don't like that. A little bit annoying. I mean, I've been in the position where like my ex was leaving to a different college out of state, and it does suck. But my mom never did this. Like, hey, can we go to a, like, that never happened. So yeah. But also, she had to immediately leave the boyfriend's house at 2 a.m. because said parents had suddenly returned. This is all either AI slop. Bro, they call everything slop, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. Bro, can we just have a normal conversation? I mean, she's just going to go anyway. They're only asking as a formality at this point. It has been 0 days since the misuse of boundaries by someone who means control. They have problems with trust and respect because they want her to act like an adult while treating her like a child. Bars. All right. Look. I have to accept this. Look, the day that I have a daughter, I'm going to raise her in a way like where she doesn't feel like everything other than hanging out with us as her parents is an escape. I don't want to raise a kid that sees any opportunity away from us as an escape. I want them to see it for what it is. Like, oh, if I go to college, man, I'm gonna have to leave mom and dad. Like, and I really love my home life. That's what I want to happen. I don't want my kid to grow up and be like, I'll get an excuse to leave my parents. I don't want that. You know, and I feel like that's from what I saw in my high school, it looked like that was a lot of like the girls. They hated their fucking households. They just wanted to leave. You know, but anyway, she's an 18-year-old woman. I feel like the parents are treating her a little bit less than what an adult is. And part of letting your baby grow up is letting them explore the world. And at least she's on a trip with a family. The family, the boyfriend and the family. It's not just like the boyfriend. Maybe you could be a little bit sus. Like, it's just you and the boyfriend? But it's the whole family. She's going to college, bro. I'm sorry to tell you this, but she's an adult. Like that's the facts of it. That's the facts of it, guys. You know? Okay, you guys love using slop. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, someone commented on the Tuvington video, on the PSA's video. They were like, Tuv, you need to moderate your chat. You need to filter your chat because they have said some stupid things. They said something like crazy. Or like, not stupid. They said like, they say some concerning things. Anyway. So, with that being said, that is it for the Reddit segment. Thank you guys so much for joining me. YouTube viewers, thank you guys so much. Leave your opinions down below. Twitch viewers, thank you so much for being here. I know it was a shorter stream, only 2 hours and 30 minutes. We still got a lot done. I just have something to do right now, so I have to get ready for that. But Friday night, hopefully y'all have a great Friday night. It's the weekend. Y'all have fun. It's Friday, right? Just to double check. It's Friday night. Y'all could watch the Tuvington videos. Y'all could watch here before. Let me put it on the screen. Here you go. Y'all could watch Tuv main channel. This one's gonna hit 1 million views. We haven't hit 1 million views on the main channel in not like literally like maybe a year. So if you haven't watched that one, you could go watch it. We already filmed part 2 for this one. So Crime So Horrifying They Changed Laws part 2 is on its way. It's the video after this one, after the one that just came out. So cool. And then this channel is doing fucking great as well. Like we got both channels are doing great. Look at this. It's 81,000 views, bro. I'm telling you, this is gonna hit 100,000. And this is just my second channel. So I'm really proud of myself. And with that being said, yes, use code TUV at Cheeky checkout. Oh yeah, now I can talk about it really quickly. We dropped deodorants. I'm not joking. It smells so good. Go to use Cheeky. Let me open it up real quick. Go to usecheeky.com and use code TUV for the best deodorant and soap. Look, here's me. Look, I've had this for like 2 months now. They always send me everything early, because I'm the fucking best part of the Cheeky team. Dude, I'm not joking. This smells so good, and it's aluminum free, and it smells so good that when I hugged my mom, she's like, "What cologne are you using?" Oh my, I'm not joking, guys. Like, I'm not joking, bro. Go get it. Literally, go try it out. I recommend this lavender one. All right, that's the one I recommend. It smells so good. What is it? 48 hour. All right. So on the 47th hour, make sure to go play some basketball. You know that meme, like dudes when they have 1 hour left on their 48-hour deodorant. Y'all make sure to go crazy on that 47th hour. Anyway, I will see you guys next time I stream. Appreciate y'all so much. Go have fun. It's a Friday night. Yeah. We got to get an outro song, obviously. Everyone put that red TGM emote. Bye, everyone. Shout out Storm. Shout out Zomcat. Shout out Case Panic. Shout out Goofy Goober. Shout out Eclipse Soul. Shout out Zing Zing. Shout out Moped. Shout out Vice Versa. Shout out Dreams. Shout out Stars. Shout out J31. Yeah, got everyone. Shout out Half-Blood. Shout out Pi Oni Stars. Bye.
Smoking cigarettes on the roof. You look